Now it's live. Now to check to make sure that I muted my audio. Oh, look at that, I did. Sweet. What the hell kind of video quality is this? 480. Ugh. There we go. Now, 720. All right. That was interesting. So, oh, look at that. Oh, you stop doing it. Roll over on your back again. She's almost on her back. Roll on your back. She's got psycho eyes. Oh, look at the cutie girl. Oh, such a big yawn. You're so tired from sleeping all day. Oh, what a cutie. What's up, James Brown? I'm doing all right. What happened? I don't know. I guess Bounty quit the stream. Yep, that is a red-nosed American Pit Bull Terrier. Oh, look how cute. Oh, now she's upside down. Oh, now she just rolled over. Dang it. What's up, Angel Mercy? What's up, Rocky Mountain High? Yeah. Thank you. Here's my cute little puppy dog. So what's everybody up to? It's weird. I haven't used my voice all night. So I figured I'd just go ahead, fire up live stream. I think I was supposed to start one like 2 hours ago. Yeah, it's Friday. I missed it. I'm good about that. But almost been keeping my schedule. Almost. At least, I guess I can say I'm keeping my schedule because I am. It's Friday. I'm live. So I can do that. So, noticed I wasn't very happy. No, I just wasn't able to say anything. Every time I would talk, I was getting talked over. So I just didn't talk. Cutie puppy. Roll over on your back again. Dave M. Martinez. Wait, I don't know. I don't know which one that is. I thought that was Dave Martinez. I haven't seen your name in quite a long time. So what's everybody up to? It's Friday night. Should have started this a couple hours earlier. I guess JT Bear and Shocks were waiting for me to go live, and I didn't go live. So I got a message saying, like, it's been pretty late. Like, I gotta roll. So, oopsie. Maybe I can get live tomorrow with them. Or to do another Winnipeg meetup. Nice, Everclear. Dang, careful with that stuff. That stuff will mess you up real quick. That's why I stick with the light stuff, chocolate milk in a can. Have I eaten any peppers lately? No. Pepper powder, hot sauce, but not like pepper pods. Nah. Had a failed growing year this year. Got a big fat 0 on all of my peppers. Which is kind of funny because I was at the store and like the last batch of plants that came through, gardening type plants that were coming through were a few peppers. And I went through them and I couldn't even find any jalapenos, habaneros. I couldn't find any of the stuff that I would actually use. So I was just like, ah. And here we are. No peppers, and it's September. Actually, it's almost October. I didn't like beer when I first tried it either. I remember first trying, I think I was like 7 or something like that. But yeah, I remember trying it and I was like, oh, this stuff sucks. Was I pissed about it? No. It happens. Sometimes you produce a lot of pods, sometimes you don't produce a dang one. So, and yeah, James, I'm in a touristy type place, but I'm also like off the beaten path. So, what's up, Beth? You and Eric gonna join up tonight, Beth? What's up, Sherry? What's that? I don't know what that noise was. That's the weird thing. Like, before I ever liked a beer, I loved the smell of beer. I just didn't like tasting beer. But all right, that's cool. See, Dustin need 122 Reapers. Jeez, oh man. No? Who's Dustin? Maybe I'm blanking on the channel name. And James, if you're talking to Sherry, that was not Sherry McMillan that came into Bounty's chat earlier. I saw that one a mile away. That was not the Sherry McMillan that's got a wrench on my channel. Atomic Menace. I don't think I know Atomic Menace. Yeah, if I ate 122 Reapers, I would be dead too. Definitely. Or, well, I don't know. I'd probably be throwing up a lot. Say that. What's up, Lisa? Oh man. Yeah, that 120. What are you proving at 122 Reapers? Jeez, oh man. I don't think I could like okay, take the heat out of the equation. I don't think that I could eat 122 Reaper sized peppers, period. Like that alone is just amazing to me. Just the amount of peppers that you would have to eat. That is crazy. Because I'm almost positive. I don't think I could eat 100 of like anything except maybe rice. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's about right. I don't even know if I could eat 100 beans. Probably could. I don't know. I've never seen 100 beans counted out. But tacos. What's up, Wolverine? What's up, Mark's Art? Nah, it wasn't you, Sherry. Um, no, it was somebody else that named themselves Sherry McMillan, but it was all lowercase letters and no profile picture. It was definitely not you. And I forget who caught it. It might have been Haley. I forget. It was somebody. They caught it immediately. It was like, bye bye. Yeah. Yep. That's no big deal. Everybody, there's always somebody trying to stir up crap. But we're all a little smarter than that. So, what's up, Eric? You're through that nurse. What's up, Italian? Yeah, I didn't even have to click on it to know it wasn't you. I don't know. Weird things like that. I always pick up on it, like different spellings of the name, lowercase versus uppercase, pictures, all that stuff. Like that's your first clue right there. And then if you really want to go into it more, you just click the 3 dots next to their name and then go to channel and then look and be like, oh, yeah, definitely not. My dog is straight passed out on the couch. Should be kicking some puppy dreams soon. What's Susie up to? She is working. Making all kind of coin. Thank you. She is a pretty little girl. Oh, she's going into puppy dreams. She's starting to do like little like convulsion type things. Hopefully she'll get like full bore. Her eyes are like really blinking. So hopefully she'll go full bore and we'll get like full on puppy dreams. I love it because sometimes it looks like she's actually running in her sleep. Like she'll actually be moving her legs like really hard and she'll be growling at things. Is she the only pup that I have? Yes. Yep. I had a Oh, I call her the white dog. She was the Brittany Spaniel, and then I got this dog, and then the Brittany died. So, but I mean, I don't know. Oh well, it is coming up. I think it was October 15th or 14th. No, October 12th. I think it was. I can't remember. If I could nail down a date, I could like actually backtrack and find the year. But it's a couple years ago. Yeah, she has puppy dreams all the time. Like right now, like even as she's sitting there sleeping, like her paws are just like kind of like she's like bending her toes and stuff like that. Moving her feet. Does she sleep in the bed with me? Yeah. Yeah, she's got her own pillow right next to mine, and she just sleeps right on the pillow. Usually I wake up and her head is like she's laying on her pillow, but her head is like right on the corner of my pillow. She's just like right up next to my head sleeping. Thanks, Angel Mercy. I love that little puppy dog too. Yeah. Yeah, hound. I don't know. Is that a hound thing or is it just the hounds that I've been around type thing? I've been around a bunch of hounds that had like separation anxiety type stuff. They did not like it when you left them alone. But she doesn't have that. She doesn't like it when I go away, but she doesn't like freak out. She'll just sit there and like wait at the window and wait for me. Which is kind of funny. She'll bark her head off if anybody comes like anywhere even remotely close to the house. But if I pull in, she doesn't even bark whatsoever because she's just sitting there with her head like right on the couch, staring out the window, watching. Yeah. Yeah, she's a pretty good cuddler. What's up, Freaky? Yeah, I got a ton of these things, man. Whole pile of them. I don't even remember how many I have. I think the last one I bought was like a 10 pack. So that's like 10, 15, 17, 8, I don't know, like 18 or something like that. But yeah, people's Peaks Bowl, if you were JDS, that's how you call it. Um, Sleeps on his feet. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Mine will do the same thing. Sit right on your feet or like right behind you and like look completely the other way. What's up, Pedro? Yeah, she's used to my schedule, that's for sure. What? Oh my god. People that have what? They'll shed piss all over their beds? Jeez, oh man. Nah, my dog, my pit bull has never done that. My Brittany, she did that. I think the first night I had her, I didn't have a kennel yet or anything, and it was an impulse move, and I bought her, and I was like, we'll just set her on the bed, and I woke up to like wet and warm on my shoulder, and I was like, what the heck? And I looked, and the dog, the little tiny little puppy, was right next to me peeing on the bed, and it was like running right at my arm. So gross. I had to get up in the middle of the night and like change the sheets and all that stuff. Oh, so gross. Put towels down because like I was afraid like the pee would seep through into the new sheets. But um, let's see. Doing some hooking while you're listening, Freaky. That's pretty funny. What's up, Anti? Mark's letting his dog in, getting some treats. Sweet. My dog was just outside. You would have got pissed. Well, you can't get pissed because it was a 6-week-old dog. It was like tiny, tiny, tiny little dog. Like, oh, she was so tiny. Not this red dog. It was the white one. And she was so tiny. So like I woke up, I was just like, "What the heck? Oh, jeez, oh man! Like, come on, let's go outside. Like, take her out." But you can't get mad at a little tiny dog. What? How makes it tear the house apart, tear up the carpet, rip carpets down? Jeez, oh man! Nah, none of my dogs have ever done that. They've uh, they've all been like really kind of relaxed. Heck, there's times like I see all these videos on like Twitter or YouTube or whatever, Instagram, all this stuff where people get home and their dog's like wagging their tail so hard that they're like, like a pit bull, and they're like turning their butt is like turning sideways and stuff. And my dog doesn't do that. I walk in the door and she'll like she was on that couch staring out the window, and now she's on this couch just sitting there like laying down, like looks over at me when I walk in the door, like, oh, okay, you're here. Cool. Like just goes back to sleeping. Oh, jeez, oh man. I've never had a dog shit on my bed, so that's cool. I'd probably get a little mad about that one, but even though pee is probably the worst one, but still, either one. Ugh, jeez, oh man. Heck yeah, waiting for the acid to kick in any minute now. Any minute now. Appreciate that, Anti. He's the 8th like. Somebody has since become the 9th. Jeez, oh man. Maybe that's what my puppy was doing, though. Maybe she was doing it on purpose just so I'd get up and take her out. I don't know. But she never did it after that. Although I think I got a kennel like immediately after that. Yeah, I think the next day I got a kennel. It was just one of those impulse buys where I was like, I'll just go look at the dog and I bet you I won't buy it. And then I like next thing I know, I'm like hitting the ATM and like coming back with cash. Like, here you go. Like, give me my dog. I've heard that about a lot of boxers, that they're like amazing and laid back. My buddy was about to have a kid and decided to buy a boxer. And the whole reason he decided to get a boxer was because they're supposedly very, very good with kids, which they said the same thing about pit bulls forever. It's only recently they're like, no, it'll rip the face off your child. But I mean, back in like the 20s and 30s, they called them America's nannies. Yes, some dogs will get mad when you leave and tear up everything in your house. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my mom's dog would probably do that. Little tiny Yorkshire Terrier. She just didn't like my flip flops. I had like a $60 pair of flip flops or something. I didn't buy them. Work bought them, but she tore right through them, man. So mad. Those are my favorite flip flops. I hated them at first, but then like as I broke them in, they were like the best flip flops ever. Yeah, that's a good point, Pedro. They pay no attention. Yeah, because my dog's more ashamed if she does anything wrong while I'm gone. Like if I'm stupid and I leave out like I don't have chips, but like I had Chex Mix a little bit ago. I left a bag of Chex Mix out, and she grabbed a hold of it and like tore into it and ate the entire bag of Chex Mix. And like when I got home, she was nowhere to be found. Like she was hidden all the way in the back of the hall. Like she did not want me to see her at all. Haley, if your liquor kicked in, you're seeing double. That's the best way to see me, probably. Don't know what time they open the V bar. Maybe soon. A few years we'll do it in VR. That'd be kind of cool. Wonder why they don't have VR like hangouts or whatever now. That seems like something they should already have. Oh, Everclear and Mountain Dew. That sounds like quite the mix. I actually have Mountain Dew in my fridge. It's like the first soft drink I bought in like 7 or 8 years, something like that. Actually, I bought a 6 pack of like 16-ounce bottles. I'm down. I think I'm down to 2. I bought it like 3 weeks ago. Figure that's pretty good. Nice buckskin or fawn-colored English Mastiff. Those Mastiffs are pretty big dogs. Yeah, no, she wasn't even hiding with her head down. I guess she did have her head down, but she wasn't like hiding, like with her paws on her head or anything. She was just sitting there looking at me like, "Oh yeah, like you're mad, aren't you?" She could have at least picked up the bag and taken it over and thrown it in the garbage. Then I wouldn't even have noticed anything was out of place. I'd just be like, "Where the heck did my Chex Mix go? This is weird." Like I'd totally not have a clue. There you go, dog. Free tip Friday. Mercy. Oh man. Chews up USB cords. Mine. She hasn't chewed up anything, man. Like the only thing she'll chew up is like food type items, and she doesn't really do it that often. I mean, there's been a lot of times I could just set my food down on the coffee table and walk away, and she doesn't even bother it. Like she just stays where she's at. But then again, not a lot of the times, but every so often I'll feed her from whatever I'm eating. I'll just be like, I got some leftover eggs. Like you can have a little bit of eggs. Eggs are good for your coat. Or, like the leftover steak. Like you can have all the gristle, the fat, and whatever steak I don't eat and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe she looks at it more of don't make him mad and he'll give us food or give us food. Give me food. Oh, wait. What is here? That would get your attention. Yeah, that's true, Freaky. The first hour of the first VR live stream, people are going to be trying to slap each other. Heck yeah, what's up, hippie chick? Love dogs, same here. Love puppy dogs. Oh yeah, did you get that fixed, James Brown? Did you get your electricity fixed? Get that roof put on there, and then that might have been the reason why some of your electricity is not working. That does make sense though, because if you put, I think you said you put 2x4s and then a new roof on there, or 1x2s, I think you said. And yeah, if they're screwing in, then heck yeah, man. Especially if being a trailer, there's not a lot of clearance between the actual roof itself on the top and the ceiling inside on the bottom. So if you get a long enough screw, you could screw right into there and then short it out. And then I guess technically it should be tripping the breaker if it's grounded out. It might take rain and then it could ground it out. No, because it should be weathered in. But what's up, Susie? Feel like hopping on, Susie? What's up, Loki? Yeah, last night was pretty good. Yeah, Beth, same thing. Anytime my dog does anything bad, they will not make eye contact whatsoever. And if they do, it's just very short and then they look away. Yes, Haley, I only got one puppy dog. That's all right, Susie. You hop into the chat or you hop into the live stream, you'll start feeling better. It's a guarantee. Happens every time. Every single time I was like, man, I'm not feeling that good, but I'm going to hop in this live stream anyway. Within like 20 minutes, I always felt great. And we got my dog over here doing puppy trainings, man. Oh, she slows down. There we go. Going a little bit. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Yeah. Doug just stares at you when he does something bad. I could totally see that. Cody just sitting there like with a big smile on his face, wagging his tail, like, yeah, you're happy I did that, right? Meanwhile, you'd be like, what the heck, dog? And you could just like pan back to the dog. Like, yeah, right on, man. Like I totally did that. Yeah, and just like Pedro said, it's cool if you blow chunks live, Susie. I've seen it already happen. It's happened, what? I know it's happened at least once, but I'm pretty sure it happened multiple times on my live stream. Nobody would mind. Oh, man, look at her go. I think it happened multiple. I was more speaking in general of multiple different people. But I don't know. Have you thrown up more than once? I don't know. I know once. I can tell you exactly what live stream it is. Susie eats a scorpion. The second half. What's up, Havana? Just cracked a Bush Light Pounder. Nice. Freaky got a weak tummy. Eat enough peppers and you won't have a weak tummy. What's up, Wolverine? Damn, that sucks. Yeah, because that's a lot more than just pulling the screw out of the wire and you'll be fine. If it's breaking that wire, then you need that wire at least, whatever length, you got to have that all replaced. Because if you don't, it could short out and could trip the breaker. That's it, right? No, attack. Or wait, yeah, that's it. Oh, okay. There you go. What's up, JDS? Phone's at 3%. Man, how do you do that? My phone is at 91%. I make sure my phone's charged all the time. Oh, look at that. I play with my phone and YouTube tells me I'm live. Wow. Thanks, YouTube. Had no idea that I went live 34 minutes ago. Oh, we got here. Yeah, Atomic Menace might have a sore tummy. 122 Reapers will do that. Good point, JDS. Watching adult videos all day will do that to a phone. Yeah, you'll get down to 3% that way real quick. Yeah. Hop right in, Eric. Got the link right above. Well, heck, it's right there above your comment. When's a youth deer hunt start? What rifle we'll be using? Jeez, man. Portable washer. Let's see. There. Just send it to you. In case you didn't. Why am I in England? Here we go. There we go. All right. So what do I got here? Stomach and a rectum transplant. Yeah. That's 122. You got to give them that extra 2 Reaper due. That's absolutely insane. 122 Reapers. Jeez, man. I don't think I could handle that.
My God, stinks. Oh, shit. I'm in the show already. Oh, fuck. I thought I was going to be backstage for a while. You hate my new glasses?
Oh, you got them already.
Yeah. I just spilled beer all over them, though. I had to clean that up.
Oh, yeah. Break them in.
Yeah, they've been broken in already. Oh, I just love them so much. Like I can see so much more. Like down and like up and these are like actual, like these are Ray-Bans. My sister got them for me because she is a eye doctor, but the other ones that I had before were just like $19 ones that you get online, whatever. Yeah, these ones are like, whoa. She's like, you're probably gonna feel like, okay, maybe not like do that, but yeah, she's like, you're gonna feel like you're in a fish tank for like the next couple days. I'm like, I really do. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like honestly, like I'm like, whoa. And like it is when I look away, it's like because my prescription has also changed, so it just whoa. Like I can see. Oh, and I have color contacts. She got me color contacts. Ah.
Yeah, those look good.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I love them. Oh my gosh, I just love them so much.
Pedro called you sexy librarian Susan.
Oh, damn. And yeah, freaky, those are shiny specs. Yes, thanks, freaks. Yeah, they are definitely. Mark saying, yeah, kokanee. Of course, I got the kokanee. You know that.
Yeah. Can't get the kokanee in the States.
No, just here.
We kept track of how many cases of beer we got while I was there.
I can probably tell you right now. One right when you got here, and then 2 like the third. Oh my gosh, I feel my. Oh.
I think it was the next day we got another case.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think maybe about 5 30-packs while you were here for a week.
There, I know I got an 18-pack and a 24-pack, not because I wanted to, but just because that's all they had at wherever I was at.
I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly, freaky. Like you can't. It's like, it's so crazy. Like, it's like, whoa. I mean, maybe that's why I haven't just been ugh, bleh, haven't not been hungry because like everything feels like it's like shifting. So I'm like feeling kind of sick, like motion sickness almost.
Yeah. Well, that comes with that whole like
Like,
which
okay, well, yeah, my other glasses are upstairs, but my other glasses are like half this size, honestly. And my prescription has changed, right? So it's not just the shape, it's these ones are, well, I'm getting out of
more
breath.
more potent.
Yeah, well, definitely like more, like they're stronger. So it's not, I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. Like I said, I'm not feeling well. So it's like maybe it's the glasses. I don't know. But if I take my glasses off, like it's like literally like an instant difference. Like I don't feel that um like that kind of like like not nirvana, but vertigo anymore. Like as I do when I have them on. My sister's like, because I just got these yesterday. She brought them to me, or was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I forget. Or was it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, and anyways, yeah, no, she was like, oh, you're gonna be feeling pretty. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm sorry.
Now, what about the whole thought of if you have weaker glasses, like whatever your prescription's supposed to be, if you go,
It'll be
it
well.
doesn't feel,
Your eyes are not gonna get stronger, but if they do, it would basically be like the same thing. Like it's a huge change because your eyes like change all of like like your optic nerve runs right through your brain. So if it's stressed out, you're gonna get a headache. It's like when you need glasses and you don't have glasses, and then you wear glasses for a little bit, and then you have like a brand new set of glasses, you get like this massive headache. It's just like, oh my god. But you feel it in like the back, like your occipital lobe back here. It just like really hurts. But then you don't wear your glasses for like a long time, but then you're just like so used to it, right? I don't know. You used to have glasses, but you got laser eye surgery. So what would you think?
I don't know. I got used to my glasses. I remember when that happened. They gave me like these super strong glasses, and I was like, oh, like I just felt like I had oogly eyes or something though, for like I don't know, a couple days.
Yeah, like yeah.
Like you could focus on things that were further away than you could before, but you like literally had to focus because it would like come in blurry, and then all of a sudden it would just boom, focused.
Well, that's also like your pupillary distance, right? So like they measure your PD, and like so these glasses that I had, my pupillary distance I don't think was completely on because I just type in a number, right? And they're like, okay, here you go. You send you. I don't try them on there. But then the girls at the office there were like, hey, let me measure this, and they like took the whole thing and put it as my face, and it's like this is so much better. So like I think that mine might have been off, so I was so used to it, like my eyes being used to like maybe going outwards a little bit, then now it's just like holy shit, like it just is such a change. Like I cannot tell you, having glasses is like the weirdest thing. Yeah, focusing. Yeah, see, like Lisa even said, she's like, I have a focusing issue. It is really difficult when you get brand new glasses with a new prescription and they're actual oh gosh, it just. I might even just have to like take these off because like, well, I need to like break them in now, but it's just like, well, I mean, I spilled beer at them already, but it was, ugh, fuck, it was not good. And I don't have any hair elastics left. I don't have any hair clips. I'm holding my hair up with a permanent marker.
That's awesome. How do you do that?
How do I do that? Oh gosh, it's I don't know. You just stick it in between like your hair, and then you twist it, and then you fold it back under. I don't really know how to like explain it. Backstrap tender. Yeah. Yeah, oh my god. Okay. I'm like still out of breath though. But tomorrow I have to like go to work and stuff. It's like I just not feeling up to it. Like today, like I like got up early. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna, and I did not want to wake up. I was so tired. I'm like, hey, it's great. I'm gonna be tired all day, and then I'm gonna go to bed early because I got to be up at like 11. What I gotta be up at like 11 tomorrow, and then now it's like I feel so tired, but I'm not really like at all. Like I've been drinking tea all day, and then now I'm drinking beer because I was like, okay, I'm gonna drink a couple of glasses of tea, and I had like 5 caffeinated teas before like 6. I don't know, fuck, I don't know even know. Yeah, I do need those like back straps though, like totally 100%, like where I can just like put them down here and they'll like go around like my, yeah, absolutely.
No, they're talking about back straps as in deer meat.
Oh, I thought you meant like the back. So the glass. Oh my god. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, they mean like the best part of the meat on a deer. Back straps and the tenderloins.
I was about to say backstrap Bill, but no, that's bootstrap Bill. Okay. Oh my god, we're so. I mean, I'm so funny. Sorry, you guys are like totally doing your thing. But okay, now that I look at it, I don't know. I'm just whoa. Was that your camera that focused, or was that my glasses? I don't know. Oh god. So you never know. Either way, I mean, it's funny. Whatever.
You'll get used to them.
Yeah.
Won't take that long. I think
But it's so funny because like I can't rub my eyes because I like 2 days ago I cut up a lot of hot peppers for this fermenting sauce, and then today I just cut up a lot of hot peppers. Like right when I was like, oh my gosh, I think like the oil is finally getting off my fingers. I just cut up a bunch of hot peppers just to keep the seeds to give away, like for one of my Facebook groups. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, damn it. And I was like, I had like these color contacts that I was gonna wear to work tomorrow, and like I'm like not putting those in, obviously, but I could just it just like smells like capsaicin oil. Like that's all it smells like. I washed my hands. Oh my gosh, from here like for the past 2 days, I've probably washed them a good 20. Like I'm not even joking, 20 times. Like obviously after I use the washroom, and then just every time I'm out there, I'm like every time I grab something, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna wash my hands, whatever, paper towel. And then it just is so, and then like last night I just was like I was on my couch and I was like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, and then my eye like couldn't open again, but it wasn't that bad. And then I was like very reluctant to, because I had this big smear on my glasses, and I didn't want to like, because I got brand new like cloth glasses material for cleaning, and I didn't want to like touch them. And today I'm just like, fuck it. I'm like, literally, I can't. I have to, whatever. Not like the glasses are touching my eyeballs anyways. And then as soon as I did that, I put my glasses on. I was like, I'm like, I could feel the oil. Oh my god! I just didn't know. I don't know. It was just, gosh.
Yeah, that would suck trying to put it.
Okay, so this is how I have started to like do my seeds, right? Okay, so I don't have any like baggies like anybody else does, but I have like Ziploc bags. So I take like the like corner of the bag and then just like do them up like that. Like why not, right? Like, I mean, use it like, and I have a whole roll of tape here. Like, I mean, and I still got baggies here. Like, I can, fuck it. Why not? Why not just do like take this part, take this part, take this part, and then put the seeds in here? Like, why do I have to go buy little freaking baggies? Like, why not? I mean, or sorry, why? I mean, I'm giving them away all the time. Like honestly, it just like it's so. And I got these like I've got like a whole massive thing of these little tiny or these Ziploc like these sandwich bags. I don't even use sandwiches. Okay, I only use them for half used onions. To be honest.
I'll use them for if I get like multiple steaks in a thing. I'll just like throw them in a sandwich bag. That way they're
Okay, the steaks that you're eating then are clearly not to the level that I'm eating because I need like a big ass freezer bag for my steaks. The one like I'm just saying, sorry. I'm not trying to be like good at me,
You've
but
seen me eat. You know how much I eat.
no, I don't. Even when I made you a Caesar, it's like a meal in a glass, and I had to eat the rest of yours for you when I finished mine.
Well, that's because like a Bloody Mary.
Hold on, Mark. Okay, yeah, Mark. What kind of seeds do you want, though? I will absolutely 100% send you seeds. I'm already sending. Oh my god, I'm sending like a million people seeds now. I just sent out like 25 was it envelopes of seeds, and oh yeah, but those were the lemon starburst ones. But I just harvested like a bunch, and I got all the seeds there sitting there. I need one for my contest that I already said, and then I need another one for one girl that I already said in Mexico. Yes, see, Lisa already knows what I'm talking about. Like, if you could fit a steak in a little sandwich bag, that's come on, like you're not obviously doing it right. Mark, sorry, I'm so Canadian. Mark, Susie, what's your? It's Suzy, Suzy. Go shut the fuck up. Deane.
He's gonna be like Suzedy.
Suzy. Well, okay, farm. Fine. Suzy. Jesus Christ, does that make you feel better? Okay, so I gotta ask everybody's opinion on this climate change situation. So we know that this Greta, or what is her name? Her name's Greta, right?
Yeah.
Greta, whatever. Her parents are both failed like actors and whatever, and they put her up to this, and we already know that. The whole media knows that, and they're using her as like a tool. But what do you say? And I mean, I don't want to offend anybody, so maybe I'll just ask like, what's your opinion on it?
When's the roof man coming? I don't know. I guess
once the roof man comes, I'll tell you about the climate. I don't.
I'm guessing tomorrow. They said the weekends.
Right, hold on, I'm just gonna. All right, hold on there. Jeepers creep. Jeepers creepers, where'd you get this papers?
Where did you get this?
Yeah. Where'd you get this?
Dang. Haley's neighbor's house burnt down today.
Oh my gosh. That is so not good. From like the weather, or like how was that? Eric says I watched the farmer guys from Canada say they said Zed.
I've heard it from Canadians and I've heard it from Australians, but I don't think I've ever heard an English person say Zed. Because you would think like, oh, well, they all.
No. English actually doesn't say Zed because who was it that was it everyday Canadian Scott? So Scott said that Zed was like the not the French, like it is a French thing though. So Australians are like French too, same as Canadians. The English are not like quite as French, but it's oh fuck! I just made a fingerprint on my goddamn glass. Yeah, no, they're not as French as like we are. So like, hold on. I'm just trying to think of the French alphabet.
Oh no, that's Spanish.
Yeah, no. Just shush, because you're throwing me off my Francais game. Yeah, I don't know either way. I wouldn't know it even if you didn't. But no, but honestly, that is where it stems from, is like the French Canadians, right? Because we are either or.
I didn't know they had a French influence in Australia. I thought it was like just a straight up British prison colony.
Well, that's where Australia came from, though. But they're part of. Well, I guess. Okay, hold on, though. I do understand where your confusion would be, because aren't they technically part of the Commonwealth as well?
Wasn't French Indonesia very close to them?
Yeah, and they do speak French there.
Or yeah, French Indonesia.
And
French.
then in a lot of parts of Africa, they speak French as like their main language as well.
Haley says about her neighbor's house burning down. I think they set that bitch on fire. And they keep saying they couldn't make their house payments, and I think I'll burn it down. And then they had a big smile when it was burning.
But hold on, if they didn't pay their house payments, wouldn't their insurance be void?
Depends on how it works.
Well, isn't that universally how it works? I love as James Brown is like fire. I could just see James Brown like fire. Like, you know what I mean? Okay. All right. Yeah. But yeah, no. I don't know. Oh yes, I got his Mark. Yeah, I got your friend request right there. All right, perfect. So send me not a letter. What do you call it?
Private message.
Yes, a message. Yes, thank you. Like a do on your phone. Okay, sorry, Haley. For a second, when you were like, I was standing outside I thought you were singing Garth Brooks, like standing outside the fire. Like I totally thought you were just singing that for a second, but no, I understand that you're not now. Obviously, just reading a little bit more into it. Watching it burn when the fire trucks got there, they was pissed off, like they don't put it out. You know what? Whatever, man. Like you know what? At least you know how to take care of your house then. Like damn. You know what I mean?
If they did burn it down, hope they did it smart.
Well, they probably
have, especially if you're behind on payments. I mean, I guarantee they're going to have a good fire investigator look into that matter.
No, they're going to have the insurance companies will be, because the insurance wants to keep all the money that they can to themselves. I used to work for an insurance company. I know that. And they're going to want to keep everything. So, oh, you were behind on your payments? Oh, and your house just happened to burn down. Oh, well. Sorry, dude. Sucks to be you. It's like health insurance on somebody with a disease that may become terminal at one point, but may not be. Like Josh. Josh has a syndrome on his kidneys that may become fatal one day, but is not now. But then nobody will give him life insurance. That's fucking ridiculous. So I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but
I'm not a doctor. I just play one on YouTube.
No, you don't.
I have.
I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Mark. Just show me money. No. Show me your address. And I'll send you some freaking seeds. Also, my buddy, who were in like that Facebook group, I don't know. Sure, he's not a Dr. Fun. Is he not kid? Sure, he's Dr. Fun. Is he not kid? Sorry, free. I'm really having a hard time understanding what you just said. You're gonna need it. Okay, hold on.
My dog was totally licking the couch. She was like laying there, like right up against the couch, just licking the couch.
That is so gross. Okay. But is okay just a pun. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't get that. That went right over my head. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So anyways, I know. I remember when this used to be like a pepper thing like back in the day, so I'm just gonna hi Gigi. Well, I'm about to, so sit down and shut up before I pull the ruler out.
Well, sit down and shut the hell up, because I'm about to teach. I'm about to learn you stuff.
I'm about to learn you stuff. Okay. Yeah, no, if you guys are like pepper like lovers or whatever, pardonnez-moi.
Now you know French.
All right, excuse the fuck out of me. So yeah,
you know
America. All right, yeah, no, if you guys want to have any, like, if you guys want to join like a good ass pepper group, I know there's like Pepper Lovers is like super awesome. Trust me, like I love Pepper Lovers as well. But come to ours, like we also love. We do seed giveaways like probably once a week, and literally all you need to do is pick a number between 1 and 500, and you get seeds from Australia, you get seeds from Spain. Like, I mean, we like have all these different seeds that you can get, and even if you don't win, like I can talk to like one of my buddies, Ross, who's in Australia, and he has literally millions of seeds that are super rare. And yeah, freaky. Yeah, no, not right now. And that's also not between 1 and 500. So yeah, it's called Phenos and Crosses. I know Eric. I think Eric, you're a part of it. I'm pretty sure.
What do you want?
Yeah, I know. I had some guy choose 500, and I'm like, that's literally not between 1 and 500. That's like, or 0 and 500, I should say. That's like 1 and 501. I'm not in face bang though. Rocky Mountain High is in the group. Okay, cool.
That's Dave Martinez.
Oh my God, Dave Martinez! Oh my God. Okay, Dave Martinez is my bro. Hello, Rocky Mountain High. Okay. Well, he knows me. Anyways, face bang sounds painful. Yeah, yeah, like that's like the perfect face.
That's like the perfect phrase right there. Sounds painful. Yeah, it does.
Well, I don't know. My buddy Mark is saying that he wants some Reapers, Ghosts, Scorpions. We might have to do another giveaway, I think. think. Hold on, let me just message here. Why doesn't Dave have a wrench?
He does.
Oh. Oh, there we go. Well, damn, Freaky. I thought you were a freaky. Oh. Hold on. Haley says, laughing my ass off, James. How these people was asking the fire people said it was, or said, is anybody in the house? They said no, but we got jewelry that cost a lot of money in there. No hell you, no hell you didn't, liar. Screw you definitely didn't. Yeah, no.
Heck yeah, I was in there by my Picasso paintings and my bars of gold.
Well, actually, Russ has been messaging, like Russ. I'm saying like mailman Russ has been messaging myself. Like he is really wanting to come back in the group. What do you think, Grev?
Yeah. See, I haven't seen him in the chat yet, but if he was in the chat, he could hop right in the live stream.
Yeah, I should message him actually.
Do it.
Yeah, because he was totally like, oh, well, I mean, I don't want to like embarrass him or anything, but hold on, let me see if I can find him. Yeah. Oops. Name your group. Hey, what the fuck? No. There's nobody. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Okay. Where is Russ's name? What's his name again on here? I can't remember.
YA.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I got it. Don't. I think he also went to me on Facebook too. Because it's funny because he made one that was his name, but you couldn't make your name.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
I tried.
Join. What is this?
I think Goham's worked too, didn't it? Didn't you say Goham?
Yeah, Goham's work too. Go Ham. Yeah. And yours wouldn't work.
Yeah. Goham works, but Rev Toe does not work.
Oh, I thought you said Rev Toast. Okay, I didn't know what it was. Okay, I don't know how to get a hold of Russ. Because it's not showing up for me. New conversation. Yeah. No, I know where he is in like other conversations that we've all been in, but
There we go.
hold on. You know what, Rev? I'm just gonna message him in a conversation where it's just you, me, and him.
I just messaged him.
You did? Okay, perfect. Because I just messaged. The only one I could find was with me, you, and him, and I'm like, Russ. I mean, unless he's with his wife right now, which I don't know. It's he might, and his kids too. I don't know. I lost Harry Tom on Facebook. That doesn't what? Who's Harry Tom? Tom. Sorry, gosh, my accent. Naughty. All the time, Erica.
Wait, are you thinking of?
No, I'm reading the chat.
No, I was talking to Freaky. Are you thinking of MySpace? Because there was like that Tom guy on MySpace. He was like friends with everybody. Every time you joined up, you're like, wait, I got a friend already? Who the hell is Tom?
I don't know. Facebook forced me to change my username. See, I never had a problem with that. Although I never really made anything like too stupid. Like I mean, I'm like not like that you guys all did, but mine was always my name. So maybe that was just stupid. That was like stupid in itself. Yeah, okay. Fine.
Bill Burr said he like on one of his podcasts, he was talking about like he went into Facebook one day and they were like, you got to put your phone number in. And he's like, I'm not giving you my fucking number. Like, why would I give you my fucking phone number? I'm not giving you my
You
number.
don't have to do that.
Well, no, he's like, I'm not going to do it. And they're like, okay, well, you're locked out of Facebook. And I was like, all right, screw you. And he's like, I wasn't on Facebook for like an entire week. And like after that week, I was like, let's see if it'll let me back in now. And he went back and yeah, it lets him in. So like, you have to give me your phone number. You're locked out. And then like, I was like, screw you. And then they're like, no. Like, come on back. Like, yeah, you should definitely still be here.
Well, that's what I told you. Like, you don't have to put, and that was like a thing that you said too. You were like, okay, I don't want to put my real name in there, which I completely, and then I don't want to put my phone number in there. And I literally told you, and I'm like, I told you this like, what, 2 years ago. And I'm like, you don't have to say yes to either of those. And then you tried it and you were like, it's not letting me. Yeah. So then why don't you leave and then do it again?
I can't remember the last time I was on Facebook. Apparently, I have a pile of messages on Facebook, though. I've talked to a few people.
I'm pretty sure I still have you on Facebook, like your old like account.
Yeah, I haven't been on there in a long time. I just talked to someone the other day. They're like, I messaged you on Facebook. You never got back to me. I'm like, I haven't been on Facebook since 2013.
I remember you told me that freaking story. Where you were like, oh my God, yeah, you told me this whole thing. Yeah.
No, this is a new one. This just happened Sunday.
No. I mean, like when you were on there, like last in 2013, yeah.
Nice. Facebook wouldn't let Freaky use Freaky Geek. See, that's bull, man. That's why I gravitate towards the social media things that don't make you have your real name. Like, I'm all over Twitter. I'm even on Instagram, even though I've barely ever been on that. YouTube, none of them make you put your real name in. They're just like, suggested, could you give us your age? And then you just say, no.
No, Coda, out. Come on, out, please. I was polite, at least.
That's got to be my favorite stereotype about Canadians.
What?
They're all polite.
Oh, sorry. All right. Yeah, no, totally. Or else so polite.
Hell yeah. You know how long it's been since I was told off by somebody? Like just a random person on the street? Go to Canada. First thing that happens to me.
Yeah, but you live in the marsh. You were home downtown. Like, you have to think of like the differences there. You live in a marsh. Yeah, gosh, okay. You live in a marsh. Gosh, that sounds so Canadian. Wow, I can hear it. But you were staying downtown when you came here. You do understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hold on. Can you make an account and then change your name? Yeah, okay, that's a good idea from Dave. Can you make an account like that says like Tom blah blah and then change your name?
I used to be Thomas Oak.
Well, then why? Well, Oak is like, you can have a Mr. Oak. You know what I mean? That's fine. Why not? But he's right though. Why couldn't you do that?
Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, okay.
I don't even use Instagram, and I have no problem with that one. They're like, yeah, Reptos TV, sure, there's your name.
Yeah, because it's not your life on Instagram. Look at this. Okay, you guys, I just downloaded, like not downloaded this, but I screenshotted this and put this as my background. Oh my gosh, isn't that like the coolest damn background? Like the sun looks so bright. Oh my god, like it's like in real life. I love it. I don't know. I love the solar system and the universe, so whatever, it's all good. You guys don't have to love it, but I think it's great. So.
And freaky, that bugs the hell out of me when people change their YouTube name every other month or something like that. I get so lost on who is who.
Hold on, I'm just looking at Dave's comment. That happened to me in Eureka, California, which like my boyfriend is like has lived there. Some lady I never met said I was evil and the devil. God, how can they be so unoriginal? You're evil and you're the devil. Yep, see? I just added a D. Yeah, no. She added the D. Yeah, no. Okay, well, what did she say then?
He was evil and the devil.
No, I understand that, but to what though? Why? What was the whole thing? Like, what was the story behind that? I'm seriously curious. Holy Ghost Peppers, what's up?
What's up, Kenny?
What's up, Kenny? Yeah.
We had a lady in the resort I was working at who was all mad because it was Passover and there was not lamb's blood all over the doors. Like she was like actually like freaking out. And then she said she was going to burn the place down, and then the cops had to get called. And
no kidding, Kenny. It is a long time no see. I feel like I haven't seen you in like a long ass time. Okay, so speaking of like saying like things out of context, I was watching SportsCenter the other day. And oh gosh, they were talking about what were they talking about? I think it was football. And they were like, oh, this guy scores a touchdown. Son of an NBA player, this one was. And we were all like waiting for him to be like the commentator to be like, son of a bitch. Oh, yes, because I work in a sports bar. And like my bar is just like TV. And they're all like different sports games on. So it's like that. But one game that we will have on is like the main game that we're all like one NFL game or one hockey game or whatever. And then this one guy was like, oh my gosh, so this guy scored a touchdown. Son of a NBA player. And it was just like the funniest thing because everybody was like, we know what that commentator was going to say. Just like it was like the funny, and everybody was like, son of a bitch, that like son of a, whatever he wanted to say. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's worse things than son of a bitch, like we all like to say, but we're at the bar, like whatever, it's all good.
I just like it when they just go ahead and swear. Like, don't even say. I hate it when they
can't do that on like national television, though.
I know that sucks, though.
Well, okay. I mean, it's not like
well, the way
it's not Ron Burgundy or anything, but I mean, it's
you have two ways of going about it. Either A, don't even have
but listen, Dennis Biyak for TSN is probably like one of the best sports announcers ever because he doesn't swear, but he like makes it hilarious enough to where you like look at this vein like coming down, like but anyways, that he like means like business when he's commentating because but he's hilarious. And you know that he's like, yeah, he was just totally going to say that, but he never did. Dennis Bayak. And he's like one of the older dudes. Oh, he's so good. I don't know if anyone here is Canadian and watches Canadian hockey and stuff like that, but Dennis Bayak is like by far, like my 100% number one commentator. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Oh, pardon me. Jesus.
One mechanic guy I watch on YouTube, he's hilarious like that because he's got to be like kid friendly and everything.
No, but I mean, this is like live commentating of the game. Like, oh, this person passes to this person blew a tire, like this person, blah, blah, blah. Like whatever. Like, so it is what it is. But yeah. But this isn't like an afterwards being like, okay, yeah, this is the whole thing. Like this happened and this happened. Oh, if I was gonna do something like that, I would swear my motherfucking ass off. Like, but if I'm doing a live presentation that's gonna like be like children might be watching it and stuff like that with their families, no, I'm gonna definitely make it like funny, but the parents might know what I'm going to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what this dude does. He's funny. He'll say like mother trucker and like
I understand that, but what I'm saying is I'm not looking up this game after I watch it. Like I'm gonna watch Sports Center highlights and stuff like that, but I'm gonna watch like the actual commentators. I'm not gonna go ahead and look at the game afterwards on YouTube by some person who barely knows what sports is and being like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. I watched the game once and that's basically it for me until I see the highlights. That's me though. That's me. Like you like everybody else could be completely different. I'm sorry. And that's just me. And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody who does that at all. Because I do look up like stuff from like the 80s and 90s, like good hockey plays and stuff like that. But that they also have the original commentators and stuff commentating the game.
I don't know. This guy doesn't do sports. He does mechanic videos, but no, he just has weird sayings that he says like in the middle of things. Like it nothing swearing, but it sounds like he's about to swear. It just cracks me up. Like that stuff, that's funny. But I don't know. I also love it when people just say the words.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Ah!
You drop your marker?
Yeah, it's caught in my hair. Well, it's actually a Sharpie, but whatever. I mean, I guess marker will do. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna put this dog in. I hear you. Coming. Jeez, man.
Oh. Jesus, she drinks very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, she does.
Mean dog. Where's she at?
Man, okay, so I read this. There was an article the other day about this family who this little kid died because she or he, whatever the little gender of the baby was mauled by a wild dog and died. And then everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's so sad. But then it was like, okay, it's a 2-year-old and they're on a reserve in the north of Canada. And the family left the 2-year-old by itself in the backyard. So this 2-year-old ran off into the forest and it was attacked by a wild dog. That's actually like the best case scenario in that situation. Like it could have been attacked by a bear or by a wolf, by like a coyote. It could have been trampled by a moose, anything. In the northern part of Canada, you don't want to screw around. So I'm thinking to myself, and everybody on this page is like, oh my God, that's so sad. And I'm like, yes, that is so sad. Good night, Kenny. That is so sad. But why? What is a 2-year-old doing unattended when there are wild animals all around? Like literally. Like there are wild animals every single place that you look. And then the news was like, oh, and then they were like, oh yeah, the baby passed the tree line. So it was like the yard and then the tree line where the forest is. So it passed into the forest. And I mean, I'm thinking like, why the hell are you letting your kid? Exactly, Mark. The dogs out there are so hungry. Like, you have no idea. Like, they will attack. It doesn't matter what breed. It can be a Labrador and it will attack you because it's so hungry. I mean, they go hungry out there. And it's pathetic because nobody's doing anything about it, but whatever. They're still going hungry. And their dogs are going hungry. So this fucking 2-year-old is, so let's say this is your backyard, okay? This is your backyard. This is where the 2-year-old goes, which is in the forest. It's in the wild. It is now fair game. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I get it. It's sad. It is so sad that someone would let their child walk out into there. And everybody's like, well, you don't know how far a 2-year-old can run. Okay, but in the wilderness? Like, really? I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, if I had, even in my backyard in the city, I don't let my dog in the backyard without me watching him because I know people stab dogs through the fence. It's just absolutely, oh man. I mean, whatever. Like, they don't get any sympathy from me, and I'm sorry. Like, again, I'm sorry. But that's just how it goes. Reproduction, like reproductive fitness, survival of the fittest.
Darwin's rule.
So what you're saying is people need to watch their damn kids. Exactly. Watch your damn kids. If you live, okay, so let's say I live in a remote like wilderness and I'm the only one there. I love it because it's so beautiful and the view is just so great. And I'm like, the dogs can run wild. I don't, I mean, of course I care about the dogs, but they can fend for themselves more than a 2-year-old can. I'm not going to let my 2-year-old run rampant while I go answer a phone call in the house and be like, hello, hey, oh my God, Karen, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, no, like, I'm going to be bringing my 2-year-old with me in the house and like locking the doors. And also I'll bring my dogs with me because, well, my dogs will have a little doggy door too. But anyways, no, you don't understand the wildlife here. I mean, where the only Americans come from, you guys, you guys have like lynxes and like whatever there, right? Like you have
wolves and coyotes and
yeah, same here. So we got bears, wolves, coyotes. We've got elk, moose, like basically anything that you can even imagine we've got here. So I'm pretty sure that a 2-year-old does not know how to survive in the elements of that. Like a 2-year-old, like a 2-year-old baby. I'm sorry, but until you're like able to remember where the hell that you are in 20 years, you are not a child. You're not even a person to me. Like, I am going to have to take care of you until you reach that age where you can remember this in 20 years. And even then, I'm going to have to take care of you until you're goddamn like 18. I mean, that just comes with the territory of having a child. So so now that it's a stray dog, everybody's like, oh my God, dogs are the worst. So what if it was a stray bear? You're in their territory. I'm sorry, but you are in their territory. What if you got trampled by a moose? What if the baby came close to the moose's baby? What if the baby came close to the bear cub? Or foxes or lynxes or bobcats or coyotes and lions and tigers and bears, fucking oh my. You know what I mean? Like it's literally, it's like
we're taking bets. I think I'd bet on a raccoon against a 2-year-old. Pretty sure raccoon.
No, the raccoons are probably bigger than a damn 2-year-old. Exactly. And Mark, yes, exactly. But do you let your 2-year-old around them? No. It's just so sad because all these animals get put down because humans are so stupid about it. And I'm talking about when they're in their wild, like in their natural habitat. I'm not talking about like slaughterhouses and whatnot. So don't even come at me and be like, well, that's what eating meat does. No, no. I'm talking about like animals that are born and raised and they're all in their natural habitat. They have no other, and skunks too. Yes, exactly. That is a good point. Skunks are very I'll be back. Yeah. Skunks are very ferocious, actually. If you've ever come in contact with a skunk, I mean, other than when it's like, but like, yeah, no, but the babies are so
awesome.
Even deer, they have nothing. They've got nothing to claw you with. They've got nothing to, they're like gonna headbutt you. Like if it comes to their babies, because we're all mammals, which means that they're all dependent, like animals. So they're dependent, meaning they're going to take care of their young until they're young or old enough to go up by themselves. They're not like lizards where it's like, okay, yeah, no, I just birthed you, so fucking peace off. Yeah, no, like these mothers will look after their young until they're old enough. And the humans are the exact same way. And actually, like whales and dolphins and stuff like that, they have a larger limbic system than humans do, which means your limbic system in humans means that that's your grieving process, which means that you actually grieve more if you lose like a loved one, which is why like taking away like whales babies and dolphins babies, either killing or taking them to SeaWorld or whatever, is like so distressing on the parents. And most of the time the parents will just beach themselves because they commit suicide because they're like, no, I can't take it anymore. That is so sad. Like that is so fucking it's hard for me to fathom because I don't have children, but I have a dog and I have like my fur babies, and if anybody tried to take away Coda from me, I would kill them, and B, I would if anybody, I just, oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. Like Rev, if someone took away Kid from you,
I'd hunt him down and stab him in the eyeball.
But if you never got her back and they just all of a sudden took her away from you and you weren't expecting it, and you didn't get to say goodbye or anything, they just took her away and you never seen her again, like you'd be so fucking upset. Like I know you because she is all you have.
It's my biatch.
Yeah.
No, it reminds me of that Bill Burr bit. He's like, when people tell me they have a kid, he's like, I know exactly what you mean. Like, I got a dog, and like most of me like says that because I mean it, but some of me says that because I mean it, but most of it is just because I like to piss them off because they're always like, no, you have no idea. Like, it is not a dog.
So from 1 to 13 years, number one being like, how the fuck can you get this murderer, to how the hell am I going to put this thing down in 13 years? Like,
deal with the fact that this dog is going to leave me.
And whenever Coda pisses me off, I look at him and I literally think about like holding his paws like while he's there on the table, and I just start crying, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, anything you did is fine with me. Like you could have burned down the house, but as long, you know what I mean? Like I just, my God, I always think about that. Like, ugh.
Yeah, and Pedro, no, I don't think the neighbor's back. Not at 1:10 in the morning. He could be, but I doubt it. Yeah, I think he works early tomorrow. I can't remember what his work schedule is. No, he closed tonight. So no, I think he works at 11. I don't know. He might go by tonight. But no, I don't think that's him. Whenever he comes over, normally he like bangs on the window and like shines a light in the window to let me know it's him. And my dog sounds like she's gonna take his head off. And then the second I open the door, she's just sitting there like wagging her tail, like looking up at him like, "Oh my God, I couldn't wait for you to get here." Oop, that was the Monday live stream. Or he stopped by. That was pretty funny.
You need somebody to like no. Stick.
Let him in. Let him in.
No. Sorry. Todd was just like in the bathroom. He just like was so tired he couldn't even move. So I like picked him up and put him on the couch. And normally he'll like hiss at Todd, but he just like his body, like his butt was like this way and his head was like this way. He's just like, oh, I don't even care.
Yeah, it looked like we were. Patriots has got thunderstorms going on.
Oh.
It looked like we had thunderstorms coming our way, but it did not rain, so that's pretty good for me.
We had some like really big thunderstorms lately in my neck of the woods, but
I'm glad.
What?
I'm glad we didn't.
Oh, I'm so happy. I love thunderstorms. Like I love them. Even if my peppers are like, I mean, they're almost pretty much dead anyways, but yeah, no. We had some great ones.
No, I love them. I
actually got like a couple videos.
I love thunderstorms. And I love when it rains, but
but yeah, your whole roof thing, yeah.
Like let's keep this drought going for a little bit. Let's just go ahead and get this damn roof fixed, and you can rain all winter long. What?
Mark, don't say that word, please. Knock on wood, all right?
Where my dad used to go hunting in Colorado, he would go there like the end of August, the beginning of September, and they would already have snow there.
Well, normally we do get snow, knock on wood, but we normally do get snow around this time. So like, but it doesn't stay. Like it won't stay until around I don't know, November, like beginning of November. Like we'll get it, like normally we get it Halloween for sure. Like 100% it'll be snowing on Halloween.
I remember in Pennsylvania, not every year, it was like a rare occurrence, but I remember that it would snow on like trick or treat night, whatever night.
Oh my God, sorry. I'm just Mark, don't. Okay. So that means, because we're getting northern winds, so that's probably actually going to go south of you guys. So that's probably going to miss us. But the fact that and Alberta already got snow. You know that, eh? Like Alberta already got their snow. Holy shit, I'm getting fat. Look at this droop. All right. Well, anyways, yeah, no. Because the north winds are coming like this way. So, okay, so like let's say that we're here and you're here. The winds are going this way. So it's probably going to miss us. And I know that Alberta has already gotten snowfall. But I think that we might be in the clear. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take my plants in or dig them up and all the ones I want to overwinter, which I'm not ready to do yet.
Which is a whole task all on its own. Dig them up.
Like, well, my Kingstar Lemon Starburst, like the roots are, or not like the trunk is like literally this big. Like I'm, it's like a freaking tree, man. I want to save that so bad. I want to make it into like a bonsai plant, but I gotta get one of those like little tiny things for it. What do you call them? Little pots or whatever.
Did you say bonsai?
Yeah, like a bonsai plant. I wanna do like my Kingstar Lemon Starburst in that one, and also my Death Spiral Cross because the stems are so thick on it, it's just insane.
Dang, Mark saw snow in the grass this morning.
Oh no, I understand that, and I'm trying to ignore that.
That sucks. Mark, we had, or no, did it? No, I don't think it did at all. Yeah, no, we didn't get snow at all last year.
It must be nice.
It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
The year before we did. It shut down. We got snow and it shut down the whole place for like 3 days.
Yeah, because you guys don't know how to handle snow.
We're not equipped. We don't have. We don't have trucks.
This is like, this is like the funniest meme. Hold on, I sent this to my buddy in Australia. Okay, wow, Jesus, I got some really fucked up shit on my phone. Hold on, Mark. I'm just gonna send this one to you because you'll understand it.
Hang on, I'll be right back.
My stupid freaking glass. I can't see like anything on my phone. So I'm going to send this and then I'm going to ask you guys about this tattoo that I'm thinking of getting. Oh my God. See, I fucking already fucked up. Okay. Okay, well, I really want something like this. But I just don't know where to get it, and I would be drawing it myself. But I just don't know, like maybe on like my calf or my thigh or something. Just like the sugar skull thing, I just like love that. I'm not like Mexican or anything, so I don't know if that would be like being not good to their culture. I don't know. See, I love this elephant one, but I also have an elephant tattoo already. So, see, it's like the butterfly wings in the ears. Yeah, see, that is like so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay. Gosh. Oh shit! Russ just messaged.
Oh, he answered you. He didn't answer me. Throw him the link. I guess.
Well, you're part of the conversation. You know that. You're in this conversation. Yeah, there you go.
Guess I could do it.
Well, hold on. Don't scare him off. He's like a little butterfly. You know what I mean? Like he can't.
Oops. There. Oh yeah, no, you're probably not gonna. I would love it though if he did. That'd be great. I miss him. Yeah, I haven't talked. I mean, I messaged with him, but I haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like Dave, Happy Pepper. I've been on a live stream with him, or just a hangouts with him for so long. It's like what, April or something?
I have no idea. Like when the last time you guys went on. I stopped coming on for like a while too. But
Well, it was before I came there, right? That was the end of April.
was no, but I mean, was that the time that he stopped? I don't know.
I think so.
Oh, I don't know. Oh my god, I'm tired now. Like I was supposed to go to bed early tonight.
Why are you so tired?
Because I woke up early, like without hardly any sleep, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed early because I gotta get up for work tomorrow.
I don't think I follow South Saskatchewan Farmer.
No, neither do I. Probably should though.
So how are your plants doing?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, they're great. They are going to be dead soon, but they like I got more than I even thought I was going to this year, so still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with it all. Like my Scotch brain plant is like literally this tall. Like it's like not even a foot tall. And it just like is like has these branches out here and it's just all peppers. It's It's like the funniest thing. And the pods are like that big. Like I'm not even joking. And so I just de-seeded those ones because that's part of the giveaway. And then I just de-seeded the second round of my Kingstar Lemon Starburst. So I'm gonna give those ones away in the deal. And then I got my chocolate ones here that I'm giving away. I'm just gonna send those ones to Ross, who lives in Australia. So he's gonna take those ones and then he's just gonna send them out for me with the ones that he's going to do. And then
Ross and Oz.
what?
Ross and Oz.
Ross and Oz?
Yeah. AUS. Oz. Ross and Oz.
Oh, is that who does he come here?
No. But he's from Australia, so Ross and Oz.
Okay, yeah, no. Okay, get it now. But anyways, I'm gonna send those to him and he's just gonna disperse them evenly. And then and then all my other ones I've put into fermentations. And then I've got a bunch that I'm going to like I don't want any I want to make a fermentation with like just orange and yellow peppers. So I don't want any reds in there. So that's why I'm like saving a lot of my orange peppers. So I got all those ones. Oh, and Russ messaged back, by the way. I don't know if you've seen that. Okay. But anyways, yeah, no. So anyways, but I want to make like one just for my orange and my yellows. And then I want to do that. And then the rest of all my peppers will just be dehydrated into powders. I mean,
I like the powders better than pretty much anything.
I know I have so many though. I'm not growing any white peppers. I mean I do. I've got a white ghost going on, but I've got no pods yet, so I might like overwinter that plant because I started all my plants like super late. I started them too early on November 4th, and then they all just died because it was just overcrowding issues. And then I restarted them about beginning of May. So those ones really had no time for anything, except for there is one orange scorpion that is like the pods are turning or whatever, but no,
I showed up in Canada and Susie's plants died. And then I came back and my plants died. I think the common denominator is me here.
No. It wasn't you. It was no. It was the fact that I just like really started them all too early. I'm never doing that again. I could have started them months later, and they would have been way better. I just start them all basically in May, and I have such a short growing season where it's like super crucial to when I start them, and then to when they're basically going to die off. So I basically have like one round or one or two, if I'm lucky, rounds of pods. And I was lucky enough to get 2 rounds of pods, thank goodness. And some of them on my second round are still ripening now, but they're so climatized. Like, I mean, I take them out early and they get climatized to like the cold ass weather. So this weather doesn't really affect them like at all. Like, I mean, it is, what's the temperature right now? Hold on. It is, you know, I'm just gonna, it's 6 degrees Celsius right now. And it's like drizzly and it's really not affecting them at all. But you would think that it would because they're high climate producing peppers, but it's 6 degrees right now Celsius.
Yeah, which
damn it. Like 40 something maybe.
40 45, I think I saw. Yeah, 45 degrees, my weather app says. Because
45 Fahrenheit, yeah.
I'm 74.
Yeah.
45.
But it's been so cold, and my peppers have not even flinched. Like like nothing. They completely are, but they're all starting to ripen. Like they're all, so you know that it's like time to basically pick them all, and it's good
Well,
to
once the weather starts turning, well, actually, once like the summer solstice hits and it starts going less than 12/12, that's when they really kick into production. But as soon as they get that first nip of cold, they just go in production mode. Well, technically it's survival mode. They just want to put off as much offspring as they can, which are
yeah, because they're not putting any more offspring out. Yeah, after that, no. That's so yeah, they're
so you actually get like a rush of pods whenever the weather changes like that, because they're just like trying to put off as many pods as possible for offspring.
well, my ahis have taken okay, you've seen that big ass thing of just like 1, 2, 3, 6 ahi plants, and it's like a massive growth thing, and there are like thousands of pods on it. I'm not even joking, like thousands. Like it's nuts. And they still haven't changed. But the pods have been there since like June. Like it's so crazy.
Oh yeah, and if you want to prolong your season but not bring the plants inside, you could always do like a hoop house over top of it. Get like some PVC, screw it into the box.
No. I'm not. I don't. Yeah. It just that doesn't really bother me. I just, if need be, I'll just pick them all off. And I heard you can put them in a paper bag with a banana or something, they'll ripen. But it's they're, you know what, they're real. It's really not that. It's the fun of growing for me. If I get pods, that's freaking awesome. Of course, I'll use them. I ferment my own hot sauces, or like Josh will make powders or whatever. But if I don't, it's whatever. Like they still made that many pods. And I still got a lot of pod. I still have like a whole thing of pods that I need to do stuff with. Like I don't even. So, calling for, well, Dave, where are you exactly? I don't even know where Dave is. I know where Mark is.
I'm going with Colorado. It says Rocky Mountain High. That's like New Mexico, Colorado.
Rocky Mountains are in Canada too, you dunce.
Yeah, I'm talking about where it starts. Then it goes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Like, okay, yeah.
Hang on, I gotta pull up my damn map. Would it be New Mexico, Colorado, Utah? I think there's some in like the top northeast of Arizona, Wyoming. Isn't it like South Dakota, Montana, North Dakota?
South Dakota and North Dakota have no mountains, you dunce. No.
Yeah, they do.
Colorado, okay.
South Dakota's got the.
Oh, are you okay? Hold on. Colorado Rocky Mountain High. That was hold on, John Denver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain High.
Colorado Rocky Mountain High.
Well,
Yeah.
South Dakota has mountains, but that's
South Dakota has the Badlands, not like the mountains.
I believe it's the Black Hill Mountains where Mount Rushmore is.
Well, that's what I said. That's why I said the Badlands, like where they find like all those dinosaur shit and stuff like that.
Yeah. Which could be from Canada when the glaciers were like rolling down and all,
Well, all of the dinosaur bones, okay, were when Pangea was a thing. Like everything was all into one, which is why you see dinosaur footsteps on like the side of mountains, because that was before the tectonic plates even hit and they started creating mountains, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, why are there footsteps on the side of a mountain? But then you're like, oh yeah, duh, that was like 65 million years ago.
I've never heard like a good scientific theory, at least since I was like, I don't know.
Okay, hold on. before you finish this, are you sure that you want to finish this?
Yeah, about Pangea. Like, were all the continents actually together? Did they actually drift apart?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Joshua, hey, come here for a second.
I've
Joshua,
never actually
we
heard.
have a naysayer. Come
I
here.
haven't heard,
No.
I haven't heard a scientist talk about that since I was like in junior high.
No. You're
That's
gonna.
why I'm asking, because I always thought that too. Like they all look like the continents look like they actually like go together and stuff.
Okay. So then how? Okay. So there was from Alaska to Africa. How do you explain that dinosaurs walked on the ground from there?
To Asia.
Yeah, and up into Asia. Yeah.
Said Alaska to Africa. That's a long stint there.
That's a long swim.
Yeah. Alaska to the whole thing with the Bering Sea land bridge was because the ice age, because there was like 9 miles thick of ice in Canada, and that's where the ocean waters were down 400 feet. So literally, like there was no ocean in that area, so they could just walk right across. That's why most Native Americans have like Mongolian blood or something like that, or DNA.
You're right. You know what? We definitely should have sent our satellites into space 65 million years ago and taken a picture of Pangea. Yeah.
We might have.
I mean, it's the same thing if people believe in God. Like, they don't know it exists. They just have faith. You know what I mean? Hold on. Hey, Josh. Joshua.
What?
Come here for a second. Okay. So, they don't believe Pangea actually existed. Well, come see for yourself. I love that. Who doesn't?
I didn't say I didn't believe it.
No, all these people. On the side. Come here.
Well, that's lack of education for you.
Well, he's not wrong. I mean, really, like that. It is a scientifically known fact, and even Dave says continental drifting and tectonic plates. Are you gonna come here and explain to them, or what?
Well, I shouldn't have to explain common sense things that actually happened.
Well, there you go. You heard it.
That's the kind of stuff I learned in like kindergarten.
Well, there you go. You heard it from him. But anyways, it did happen.
Well, my problem with it was 335 million years ago. Like we can't even tell you what actually happened 2,000 years ago.
That's unfathomable to every single human. Like, if you think about a light year, okay, in space, I mean, it exists, but how can you fathom it? Because that's not within your knowledge. Because, okay, a light year, this is how fast you travel in a year going the speed of light. Can you even imagine that? Because it's not earthly. It's not what you've been taught. You know what I mean? Like, to think that there are billions of galaxies out in the universe, that not just ours, because every single, thank you, Eric, they all connect together exactly. So but listen, so our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, right? And then Andromeda galaxy, we're going to collide. We are on a collision course for both galaxies to collide. But both our galaxies are so vast that literally once we collide, no star in either galaxy will ever touch. Like, that's how vast it is and unfathomable. Like, there's nothing will ever touch. It's not going to be a big thing. Yes, our sun is halfway, which is a star, of course. Our sun is halfway through its life. And our sun will eventually begin to implode, and it will take Mercury, it will take Venus, it will take Earth, it will take Mars, and then it's just going to it's going to implode. It's going to cause a nebula. Like if you think that the human race is the only living thing in all of everything, you are so simple-minded, or small-minded, I should say, that it's ridiculous. Like, it really is. We evolved from little tiny microscopic beings, and we didn't even come from this earth, or from this planet, I should say. We came from like way out in like fucking meteorites hitting this earth and causing chemical reactions, which is what made Earth sustainable for life. I just can't. I mean, it is common sense. I'm sorry. I am very, very, very passionate about this. I mean, I literally took this in university. Like we're not the only ones here. I mean, everybody's like, oh my God, Storm Area 51. It's fucking, no. Yeah, you think you're going to find aliens that way? No, they're everywhere. Maybe not necessarily on this planet, which I don't think they are on this planet. But at risk of sounding like a basket case, which I've probably already accomplished, I don't know. I really, like I said, if humans are so entitled, like us humans are so fucking entitled, that it's like, oh my God, we're the only ones. We're the best. We're the most educated out of everybody. Are you fucking nuts? In Roswell, they found a spacecraft that had the elements that were never even found on Earth, and they actually tested it out that the only way to fly this thing was through telepathic energy.
Telekinesis.
Well, technically telekinesis. Like it was just like you think it would go one way and it would go that way. Yeah. But like we don't have that. So I don't know. I personally am gonna leave it there for tonight. I'm gonna let you go. I still have to like eat and stuff. And I'm gonna go watch an Alien. Okay, but like listen, like I'm not brainwashed. I think for myself. But I feel like I am making a pretty good educated hypothesis on, granted, just like what I know, though, because I do pay very good attention to like everything about space and stuff like that, and especially everything underwater too. I mean, who's to know there's not that escalated quickly. I'm not upset, Dave. I'm not upset. I'm actually just hungry. All right, hold on. I'm gonna grab one more beer. I'm gonna grab one more beer just because he was challenging me. Okay, fine, Dave. You win.
All I was saying was that was 335 million years ago. How do we know for sure that actually happened? Know exactly 100% for sure. I mean, like you said, we can make a hypothesis. Yeah, that could be a good hypothesis.
It can be a hypothesis is an educated guess.
Yeah.
So if you make an educated guess, yes, okay, but if you make a uneducated guess, that's which would okay, like an uneducated guess would just be like a guess, right? But like I don't want to like put anyone down and saying like, well, that's not educated because I'm not like that. I'm not. I like to think I'm educated, but I'm not like, oh my God, the world revolves around me. No, of course. No pun intended.
Here's my problem with the whole Pangea. Just like Eric said earlier, they all connect together. They do at our sea levels right now.
They did. No, they don't. Okay, how does North America connect to Africa? Can you tell me that then?
Well, they have, if you go to Pangea on Wikipedia, they've got a picture of how they all fit together. Eurasia, North America, South America, Africa.
Okay, so if you're going to talk about everything under the earth or like underwater, like everything connects to one another because it's all under. No, we're talking about like continents. Like, okay, water levels have risen. This has peeled off from this. This has gone like. Oh
well, that's my point. The water levels have rose and fallen. Have you ever looked at
okay, but if you go to the Earth's core, okay, this is the Earth's core.
Well,
does that not all connect to each other? It's a sphere, right? It's a sphere. There's nothing sphere except sphere itself.
Have you ever seen a picture of, say, Florida from 11,500 years ago? Because it's like 5 times as wide.
Oh my God.
Because the sea levels were 400 feet below where they are now.
We're gonna cut up.
Yeah, don't touch your eyes.
Well, I'm trying not to.
I mean, who knows? 335 million years ago, maybe the sea levels were exactly where they are now. And all the continents fit together like almost perfectly and stuff like that. Maybe losing some land here and there from shifting and stuff.
Okay, let me guess. You do not believe in climate change.
I have a lot of questions about climate change.
Absolutely. So, okay, let me see if I can answer that for you.
No, a lot of the time
I'm not like an expert. I'm not like a scientist or anything.
No. This is my problem with climate change. Is a lot of the times my questions about climate change come back with the science has been settled. You can't question it. Humans are doing it. Like it's a fact and stuff like that. Like they don't answer your question. They just come back with that. That's my problem with climate change. Like if I had like some scientist sit down with me and say, here's how it works, blah, blah, blah. Like,
but would you believe them? Because you don't seem to believe anybody else.
Well, they know better than I do. I just don't hear from those people. I just hear from people saying the science is settled. Okay. I can't question. And when I hear that, I'm like, okay, I don't believe you at all. And I don't care what you're talking about.
Literally.
Flat Earth. And I'm like, how do you think that the Earth is flat? And they're like, the science been settled. Like, you can't question it. I'm like, okay, I don't believe you. The same thing. Like,
wait, hold on. This is I really think this is a completely different thing than the Earth is flat to climate change, because the Earth is not fucking flat. Like, it has been proven time and time and again. That is literally not even a goddamn. And if you're questioning that, then I really question just your mental space. Really. If you believe the Earth is flat, then I'm sorry, but you're fucked up. I mean, no offense to people who think the Earth is flat, but you're fucked up. Because
I like to.
No. Okay, so then you don't believe in gravity. If you believe that the Earth is flat, then you do not believe in gravity.
I don't even think you're listening to me.
Okay, but no, you just said, you were like, I need a science. I need a science perspective, and then you're like, it's just like telling me the Earth is flat. Well, I'm not a scientist, but I'm going to tell you that the Earth is not fucking flat.
Have you ever talked to one of those people that think the Earth is flat?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they say. Like,
frustrating thing in my goddamn life, which is exactly what it is like right now.
Well, no, that's what they say. Like it's been settled. It's been proven. Blah, blah. They don't say anything.
Okay, hold on. Didn't I tell you about that documentary where that dude was like the king, or what's his name? Mark Sargent. Mark Sargent was his name. And he was the one who was like, we have all this funding from the government and we're going to go find the edge of the earth and blah, blah, blah. You can all fuck yourselves. Okay, listen.
I bet he didn't find it.
You want to talk to a scientist? He's right here.
I'm not a scientist.
Okay, well, you're good enough. He doesn't
I
believe
never
in
said I
science.
believed in flat Earth, by the way. To be very clear, I think it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I'm pretty sure I've seen that Marvel picture enough times to realize that it's pretty round, and that's why the sun works, and you know all that other stuff, gravity.
That's not why the sun works. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you're on the
No. That's not why the sun works. We work because the sun works, not the other way around. And if you didn't believe that the sun or that the earth was round, you wouldn't believe in gravity, because that's the only way that would keep you to the ground, that would keep you to the earth.
Yeah, all those make a lot of sense to me. I'm not a Scientologist or anything, but I'm pretty sure those.
Neither am I, but I'm a realist. Oh my gosh. Okay, so back to Pangea. Okay, so we're in the dinosaur time. Okay, we're in the like blah, blah, blah. Dinosaurs are real. They're all around us. Okay, so they're migrating. So
Yeah.
where are they migrating from and to? Let's figure this out logically. Okay, so they're still in Earth's core, and there's still like the mantle and stuff like that around it. However, there are these lands that are above sea level that the dinosaurs are walking on, and they're totally happy and doing their boop-a-doo thing. Right? I mean, you said it, right? That they're just doing that. Okay, so then what happens? Let's just go according to you. What happens?
Why are you asking me? I'm just a fucking
Because
idiot.
you don't believe it. I mean, you wanted to know what happens to Pangea, so I want to know what happens in your eyes.
No, I have questions. That's my thing. I'm not saying that I'm a skeptic or I believe or whatever.
Okay, well, so hey, what was your question then? How did
But all I can tell you is Pangea was a concept that came up in 1912. That's when that's
it's
how.
not a concept. It is a proven fact.
Well, if you
Because
look at
of the
it,
scientists and the geologists who have drilling tools who can go so far down and see exactly which era is from what, and by weather and stuff like that. Like, hey, watch a documentary for once. Come on. But I'm just like, hey, no, but like, I'm sorry. All that aside, what is your question? Like, I'm just asking, what is your question? Like, I mean, we, as both of us, can maybe answer it. He before I can, for sure, because he knows more than definitely I do.
what I was saying was, if you go to Wikipedia, which I'm not an endorser of Wikipedia, I don't think that's the end all be all.
I don't need Wikipedia.
Well, when you go there, you see origin of the concept, which the origin of Pangea came in 1912. This is a relatively
Okay, so like the same year that the Titanic sank.
a year before the Federal Reserve was passed into law.
Are you kidding me? So then why would they need the Titanic if we could just walk?
Now you're just starting to compound conspiracy theories together.
No, 1912. You're saying the theory of Pangea came. Okay, fine. But what are your questions about Pangea? Like what do you? Okay, so A, hold on. Let me ask you something. A, are you skeptical about it or just wondering?
I'll go with both.
Okay, so you're skeptical that Pangea was ever even a thing.
I'm also curious. I have not heard anything about Pangea since I was in like junior high. Like they were like, "Oh my god, like this is the greatest theory since like the history of man." And
Okay,
then
so let me ask you
I've
this.
not heard a thing about it since.
Okay. Well, then let me ask you this. So, all of human race basically started in Africa, right? Would you agree with that?
That's what the consensus says. Yeah, the oldest.
Okay, so then how would we, as Neanderthals, if there was North America and Africa and Asia and everything like that up here, how would we get to like let's say the New World? Like, but I mean, like most of it is started out because haven't you ever seen like the trail between? There was like that one between like Alaska and then like what was it like?
Yeah, it was like Mongolia, Russia,
Yeah, it was
Siberia.
Asia to Alaska. There was like still that like little bit of bridge left.
It's the land bridge because we were in an ice age and the seas were 400 feet lower than they are now. That it wasn't really a bridge. It was the seas were so low because of all the ice caps that were everywhere that they could just literally walk across where the ocean will be 11,500 years later.
All right. Well, what about the dinosaurs? There was no ice age when the dinosaurs lived.
Well, they say that the ice age killed off the dinosaurs, which was caused by meteors. That was taught in school. I mean,
you thought that the ice age killed off the dinosaurs.
That's what they taught me when I was in school. I'm a skeptic on everything. I just want to know what
Yes, I love you too.
everything, and then let me form my own conclusion. I don't go with like, yes, definitely. Like they taught me this in school, so this is exactly how it is. I just keep
So
that.
have you ever heard of something called the Big Bang?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh, but so you were taught that.
I don't know if I was taught that or if I learned it later. It was somewhere in there though, but I've heard about it.
Okay, so they actually know and they've pinpointed exactly where the meteor was that created the Big Bang. Do you know where that was?
Wait, you're not talking about the Big Bang. You're talking about
the Chilla.
Yeah, no, you're talking about that meteor that hit the Earth. The Big Bang was where the universe was created. That was supposed to be so much mass accumulated at one point that it blew apart, and that's
where the universe was not created. What?
The Big Bang was the creation of the universe.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was. That's where that stupid show, The Big Bang Theory, comes from. That
is not a stupid show, by the way.
That show
it is actually.
Yeah. If you think that show's great, watch it without the laugh track.
Yeah, that would be stupid then.
Yeah. Was that you're talking about what the whatever meteor effect that we had where there was like multiple meteors that hit the Earth?
No, it was not an effect.
Because the dust that came from when the meteors hit went up into the atmosphere and blocked out the sunlight and started the one ice age. Yeah, and that's what they say, quote, killed off the dinosaurs.
Then how can you say that how like when the tectonic plates started forming and then there were mountains and stuff like that out from the ice, that there were literally sheer cliffs with dinosaur tracks on it, like footprints.
See, I've never heard about that.
I will literally send you right now the fucking article. Hold on. I'm going to look it up. Where was it?
How would they stay there on like ice for like a long period of time? Because like it
was in the land and it got frozen.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say like water erosion that would
no. Yeah, I know. I understand that. That's why I looked at this for like so fucking long. Oh, hold on. Dinosaur footprints, not just footprints.
Yeah, you put footprints in the sand.
Yeah. I put footprints and they were like, dude. There's a bunch of shit. Oh, right here. All right, dinosaur. Hold on, I gotta take this off. Yeah. There we go. I think this is it. Oh, God, I can't read it now. In Colorado, actually. So, Dave.
I see Scotland and Southern England.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. So it's like literally They're up the side. I'm like not even joking. They're literally up the side of a mountain. Like that, like whole. I don't know if you can see that. It's like completely blurred out. I'm just gonna have to send you that link. But like that flat part, I'm sorry, I can't hold it straight. Can you take him out, please? Okay, thank you.
But if it's just like a regular mountain, it's not in the ice, then why wouldn't weather, just rain?
It fossilized on top of it. You know what? I didn't go in there and cave I didn't go out there and chisel all the fucking dinosaur tracks out myself. You know what I mean? Like, they look like this on the side of a fucking mountain. Like, yeah, up near Denver Morrison area. I've been there. Exactly. So well, anyways, I'm just saying, like, you're trying to tell me that, like, I mean, okay.
I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm just asking questions.
See, even here, like, here's the, like, literally, look at this. Like, the dinosaur tracks are up a mountain side. Sorry if you cannot see that. Like, that is like a sheer cliff. Like, and that's in Bolivia. It's just crazy how like things happen over
one thing is
years.
They're not fossilized, and Dave just said it's the same kind of thing that happens to petrified wood, but that's not the same either, and that's not the same as fossils, because fossils is the calcium in the bones get transferred.
Hold on. Okay, yeah. I'll give you that.
It actually becomes.
Okay, no, sorry. This is the one I was talking about. Here, I'm gonna send you this personally on your Hangouts. Okay. Oops, I'm trying to. Okay. And they have actually said these are dinosaur fucking footprints. So, like, how would you explain? It says, located 5 kilometers from downtown Sucre, Bolivia, is Calorco, an imposing limestone slab, 1.5 kilometers long, 0.9 miles, in case you don't have the metric system down there, and over 100 meters high, which is 328 feet. On this steep face, inclination of 72 degrees, visitors can peer through time when dinosaurs roamed the earth over 68 million years ago. At Calorco, you will find 462 distinct dinosaur tracks from at least 8 different species, totaling an incredible 5,055 individual dinosaur footprints. So how do thousands of dinosaur footprints come to be on a seemingly vertical rock face hundreds of feet high? You'll have to scroll down to find out. Shall we scroll down?
Well, see, here's my problem.
Believe it or not. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, no, here's one of my problems, though. It
Chad,
looks like
my spirit.
What's up, Chad? But no, like you can see they're in the side of a mountain. Okay, that makes sense. It looks like footprints and everything. Okay, I'm with you so far. But what about the Sphinx? They say it's 2,000 years old, and because of raining that hasn't happened in 12,000 years, it's got a road.
Something that is 2,000 years old compared to something that is 68 million years old?
No, you didn't hear me, because that's my point. because the Sphinx has such erosion on the side of it, weather erosion, which is like from rain, which is what the geologists say that is the best conclusion, which hasn't happened in like 11,000 years.
They made the Sphinx out, they made it to go above the earth, okay? And they made that from stuff that was below the earth. This is all natural. This is all bedrock, honey. And when bedrock raises up, it creates mountains.
Yeah, but how did they?
No. You cannot penetrate bedrock.
Well, how did the footprints get there?
Miners, when they get to bedrock, that's it for them. That's it. They're done.
Wait, how did the footprints get there?
They don't penetrate bedrock. If you can find me a person who made the Sphinx back in the day who would make a brick out of bedrock and try to soften it down, then I will say that I'm wrong.
Well, then how did the footprints get in the bedrock?
That was 68 million years ago. The bedrock was still forming.
Well, why wouldn't it continue?
But can you fathom this? 68 million years ago. Millions of years ago. This was not 2,000 years ago. This was 68 million years ago. The bedrock was not even made yet.
So you're saying it was like putty, and they walked through it and put their footprints.
You're exactly correct. You're exactly right. All the elements from the earth form it into bedrock after millions of years being untouched. Like, why is that such a hard concept? I mean, if you watch any geologist and they have those big drills, I mean, or just watch like looking for oil. They need diamond bits to get through bedrock.
Yeah.
So then why is it such a hard like why? Why is it so? I don't know. I'm whatever. I mean
I think you're going a little overblown on this. I'm just asking questions.
No, I am, and I'm answering, but you're like fighting me on it.
I'm a skeptic at heart.
Well, there's your problem then.
No, I've been lied to so many times. Like, if you look into
I'm sorry. I'm lying to you about the dinosaurs. Oh my God, yeah. I totally have so much to gain from that. It's crazy.
I didn't say you. I said.
Well, but you're questioning me though, personally. Like.
No, you didn't even let me finish, because I was going to say I looked into Egypt so much to know that most of the quote experts about Egypt, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And that's only like 2 to 10,000.
Dinosaurs are like they are like night and day. Like, honestly, like they would. Do you think the Egyptians would have fared well against a couple T-Rexes coming at them?
They were extinct by the time the Egyptians came around.
Okay, well, there you go. Then you just answered your own question.
No, I didn't. I said I looked into Egypt, and I've been lied to by like a lot of the major scholars. They never said T-Rexes were around during the Egyptian time.
All right. Well, do you know how old like dinosaurs are? I mean, compared to Egypt.
Yeah, a lot.
Well, then what's your question? I mean, why are you even, it's not even comparable to.
No, my point is they got things wrong from just 2 to 10,000 years ago. How can they not be wrong about 65 million years ago?
I'm sorry, I'm looking at your chest. Really though, I mean, okay, like, you know what? Okay, have you seen the documentary on Netflix, Bill Nye the Science Guy, where the dude was saying how dinosaurs never existed? Like, that's exactly how you're sounding right now. I mean, if you want knowledge about it, then that's totally fine. But you are like questioning everything.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, so then dinosaurs never existed. Are you happy?
I never said that. I've seen the the damn it, not skeletons, the fossils. I've seen tons of I've seen them in like, I don't know, half a dozen, maybe a dozen different cities. I've been to museums at. I never said I don't believe in dinosaurs. I got questions about dinosaurs, but I'm not about to say they didn't exist.
But you're comparing them to ancient Egypt, which was
No,
like
you
when
missed
humans were here.
you missed the comparison. I was saying that the top scholars of Egypt have gotten things wrong about Egypt, and that's only 2,000 to 10,000 years ago. Imagine how much that they could get wrong about 65 million years ago.
Oh, absolutely. Like they just realized that raptors have feathers, like within the last like 10 years. I understand that.
Yeah,
It doesn't change the fact that it happened.
I think all dinosaurs had feathers. I think they were just like giant chickens.
Well, yeah. Why do you think birds they say are? But why are alligators or crocodiles rather as well? Why are they? Who knows, right? Like I said, I'm not like a fucking doctor. I don't know. But all I know is that dinosaurs happened, and you're not gonna compare them to ancient Egypt. I mean, that's just like. And Chad's like, we have question shits as well. Come on, you gotta find the light in that situation. So Jurassic Park is wrong. No, Jurassic Park is right. Which is why it's such a bad idea to bring them back. Which scientists are bringing dinosaurs back, literally. They found DNA and they're trying to clone them, and people are like, there's literally 5 movies that say that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I think just leave well enough alone there.
Yeah, well.
They want to back woolly mammoths to let them go in Siberia.
I would love to. Hey, listen, I mean, in my lifetime, if you're going to do that, whatever, don't do it around me. If not, I really don't give a shit. I'm not having kids, so. Oh, no. Oh, no, it wasn't found in amber. Those were like the insects and stuff like that were, because like the amber would come off of like the trees and stuff like that, and the insects would be, but no, they. Oh.
They would coat the mosquitoes that bit the dinosaurs, so therefore they had dinosaur DNA in there. That's like the whole Jurassic Park theory.
Sorry. Yeah, no. But they found it in like these fossils, and they were like getting DNA and stuff like that, and the scientists were like, well, we're just gonna recreate, because we know how to clone like goats and shit like that, which they've already done. And now they're trying to clone dinosaurs from DNA that's like 65 or more than that. Oh my god.
Oh, and Chad, they said it in the movie. Dinosaur, they used amphibian DNA because amphibians can, no matter what the sex of the animal, if there's not another sex around, they will change.
They can reproduce.
So that they can.
It's asexual reproduction, yeah.
Yeah. That's what they said in the movie, at least.
Well, but that is true, though. Like, amphibians can do that.
Yeah.
Well, like, not reptiles, but amphibians can, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I kind of believe it, because I knew that going into the movie, and when they said that, I'm like, that makes sense. But can they really do that? I don't know. But that's how they ended up reproducing.
Can dinosaurs I don't know. I mean, maybe if it was like an actual thing that they could do that. But it's like crossing like one species of peppers with like another. I really don't think that could be. I mean, unless you had like the. Sorry, I'm like getting sidetracked here. Yeah, no, I don't know. They use fish eggs to genetically modify. Yeah. Well, even fish though, they need like reproduct, like it's not asexual. Like frogs are asexual reproduction, like newts and stuff like that.
I don't think they're asexual. I think they can be transsexual, where they can change their reproductive. Like if they're the only male around, they
Their
can.
organs, I see what you mean.
I
Where they
think
just can't like create eggs like on the spot. It's like, okay, like they actually have to. No, I'm pretty sure there's like a few of them that like are asexual and you don't need any other sexual organ to even do it.
I know there's some.
What's up, Brian? I see I have something to ask you. Or hold on, I have to. Gosh. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can't remember. I have to ask you something off topic. What's up? Yeah, about my peppers? Yeah, sure. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. That's the train going by.
Train in the background.
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. I'll absolutely answer anything that you have to ask about that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Definitely up here in Canada, the first thing that they do when they come to your window is they tell you what you got pulled over for. So, whether it's speeding or we just want to search your vehicle because we have reasonable belief that you have something in there that we want, that's the first thing they say. And also, the dude wasn't given his Miranda rights after he was arrested. So, that was not good. And I think that's universal. I do not believe at all that I will give my identification to a cop that says, no, I'm not going to tell you what you got pulled over for. Just give me your ID. I'm sorry, but that's just me. Like,
That happens all the time in America.
Like I know that. That's why I'm saying, like, here in Canada, like, that does not happen. That like never happens. With anyone, like, like I'm not trying to pull up the race card, but like white people or people of color, even that never happens. They come to the window and they say, hey, do you know why you were getting pulled over? Nope. This is why you're getting pulled over. Can I see your license and registration? If I know why I'm getting pulled over, then absolutely, I will give you my license and registration. It is my right. It is, yeah. No. They don't have to read you your Miranda rights until they started questioning him. But they didn't read him his Miranda rights at all. Even after he broke the window of this guy's car, when the other guy showed up, and then because the guy was not resisting at all, and he was a black guy.
Are we talking about in Canada, or are we talking about in America?
We're talking about in the States now. So anyway, so this guy, I'll fill everybody in. So this guy, this like white, like this older white cop pulled this black guy and his wife over for no reason at all. They were in a nicer car, and he was like, the guy in the wheel, like holding the wheel, was like, may I ask why I'm getting pulled over? And he's like, I'll tell you once you give me your ID. And he's like, no, but I want to know why I'm getting pulled over before I give you my ID. And the cop was like, no, I will tell you that, but once you give me your ID, and then that went on for like a good 10 minutes. And then he's like, I suspect that you have a suspended license or a warrant out for your arrest because you're not giving me your ID. And he's like, no, I'm not saying that at all. I want to know why I'm getting pulled over. And then the cop literally took the window and busted the window. And then they yanked him out of the car, basically beating him. He still had his seatbelt on, so how could he get out of the car? And he was completely compliant. Like the entire time, he's like, I'm trying to get out. And his wife was like, he's trying to get out. And they were basically beating him.
A couple things that I can add to that is in the US, when you get a driver's license, you pretty much sign a document that says anytime you get pulled over, you are forced by law to produce your ID, no matter what. I don't agree with it.
That's not here in Canada, though. Here in Canada is you have a right to know exactly why you're getting pulled over. If they don't tell you that, you have a right, and even this is in America too, you have a right to ask for a supervisor on scene. You can ask for your badge number and your last name, and you can ask for a supervisor on scene, and they by law have to call it for you.
Yeah, and in America, they have to tell you why they pulled you over. Do they do that every single time before they take your license? No, almost never. Do they do that like at all? Sometimes no. They're supposed to, but I'm just saying that yes, they are supposed to, but they do not do that every single time.
Well, for me that's like so wrong. That's like a violation of your rights.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's big government.
It's a complete violation. And I guarantee, and then the cop even said, the cop was like, I know why you're not giving your license to us, because it's either suspended or you have a warrant out for your arrest. And I was like, excuse me, like that's such a fucking, because he's black, okay, and his wife is black. I mean, let's not be so diluted and thinking that that's not a race thing. Okay? Would an older white man be pulled over for nothing? No. 100% not.
I've been pulled over for nothing, but no. Let's.
But they told you why you were being pulled over.
Let's go ahead and take the opposite. Let's take the opposite standpoint, though. Think of you as the cop. You're asking for ID. Why doesn't the guy give up his ID?
No, but listen. If okay, fine. Think about it. If I was the cop, okay, this is why you're being pulled over. You were speeding. Or listen, I literally just want to check your vehicle. Okay, fine. That's great.
Well, you're not allowed to just pull someone over to check their vehicle. You have to have probable cause.
Exactly. So then what was the cop hiding?
Well, no, he would make something up.
Because of his skin color. Like, Rev, you can fight me on this all fucking day long. You will not win. Because in the States, and I know this, that all you fucking cops, especially down south, you guys take into account skin color like it's fucking your business.
I would like to think that's not the case.
You would like to think that, but it is. Because you are blissfully unaware because you're white.
No, that could be happening on a case-by-case basis. I mean, it could be happening on a case-by-case basis, but I would like to think that overall,
Brian,
of all the
Brian was the one who asked the question. Brian, okay, so he may have already ran his license plate and it may have come up. Okay, so if that was the case, why didn't he just say that? Because as a driver of the vehicle who is providing your identification, you have a right, you have your American constitutional right to know why you're being pulled over. Oh, yeah, you will. White or not. Exactly. White or not, you have a God-given right to know why you're being pulled over.
Yeah, but the cops don't.
I literally have never been pulled over and someone being like, oh, I'll tell you once you give me your license. No.
I've had that a bunch of times.
No, the windows were not the windows were not tinted at all. The windows were not tinted. The cop, literally, the dude, all he said was, I know my rights. I don't have to give you my license until you tell me what I'm being pulled over for. And then the cop, as soon as he called for backup because he's all high and mighty, stupid fucking old ass white bitch, was like, I'm going to need some backup here. Even though the guy was in his car, he's like, yeah, no, I just want to know what I'm being pulled over. He fucking broke the window. He literally pulled on the window and broke it. He almost killed himself in the process. He actually pulled it on the side of the highway and rolled back and hit, and a zooming past car almost fucking ran over his head. It was the funniest thing. I wish he did, honestly. But anyways, no. you have a right, unless there is probable cause
Or exigent.
No. Unless there's probable cause, you have a right to know why you're being pulled over.
Well, unless there's also exigency. Because if there is, you don't have to do, the cops don't have to do anything as long as they're working within the realm of.
No, he wasn't though. This cop was completely and this dude was like totally, he was like, this guy wasn't even yelling at him. He was just like, I just like to know like why I'm being pulled over. I just want to know why I'm being pulled over. And he was like, fucking no, broke the window. And then like there was like 5 cops on him, like yanking him, trying to yank him out of the fucking vehicle, even though he's got a seatbelt on. Like they were still trying to pull him out onto a highway. It was fucking ridiculous. No, it was horror. I mean, it was hard to watch. Here, I'm going to send you the video, Rev, so that you can actually make a thing for yourself.
And Brian, that's not true. You don't have to produce ID for law enforcement when you're asked. You do when you're driving, because that's part of having a driver's license.
No, but if you get pulled over, even at a check stop, you don't even have to give them a breathalyzer. You do not have to. That is your right. And it can go to court, and then you can get a lawyer, and then they can tell them off, and then you'll be scot-free. So just know your rights. People know your rights, literally.
No, you don't have to. You never have to give them a breathalyzer. But the state law that where I live and most
that's like the same thing as giving them the driver's like. But then how can? But listen.
No, every single state law says if you refuse a breathalyzer, you automatically lose your license for a year.
Nope.
That's the trade-off.
No, you're wrong about that. That is why they want to. That's how they get you. You are wrong because you are entitled to an attorney, and if you can't afford one will be appointed to you. And the legal aid is not, they have good advice. I can tell you that because that happened to me too. I'm telling you. Okay, here we go. That's Michigan. Okay, I'm gonna send this to you, Rev, and you'll be able to be the judge of it then.
What are you sending?
I'm sending you the video of this.
Yeah, and same here, Brian. If you refuse a breath test, which you're allowed to do, you're automatically arrested. You lose your license for a year.
Not
and then you go to court and you have to fight it, and you can get off, but that is like the normal.
Okay, but would you rather fight it off and get off?
Well, no, that's what I've heard expert lawyers say.
Okay, I lost my license for a year. It's actually been 6 years now since I've been able to get my license back because I took a breathalyzer. So what would you rather do?
Well, no, that's what expert lawyers will tell you. If you know you're drunk and they catch you, refuse the breathalyzer because you're much better.
They cannot prove it if you don't take the breathalyzer. That is all speculation.
Well, no, if you refuse a breathalyzer, they take your blood. They take
your jail. No. You don't go to jail, though. Like, not here anyways. You don't go to jail when you do a breathalyzer. You do a 20-minute, like, where they can watch you, period, and that's it. And you leave.
Oh, no. If you're drunk in America, it doesn't matter if you're driving or not. You're spending the night in jail.
Not here. I was 4 times the limit, and I didn't even spend time in jail that night.
Unless you have someone that's sober that will come and bail you out.
Oh, and Colorado, Dave. Yeah, no, Miranda rights are given once you're in cuffs. The guy was in cuffs, sorry, and he was still not even given his Miranda rights.
No. Also, the Miranda rights goes back to.
No. The Miranda rights is if you are arrested and detained, these are your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You have the yes. Are you literally fucking stupid? Yes, the Miranda rights. Once you're arrested and detained and you're in cuffs, you are given their Miranda rights. Even if it's like the stupidest thing, you fucking ran over your neighbor's garden, you're arrested. If they're not, they have to let you go. They have to let you go because they did not read your rights.
No, just like Brian said, Miranda rights is only before questioning. If you're arrested for having a joint in public, they can arrest you, take you to the station, book you, never read you your Miranda rights, and release you. They never had to say your Miranda rights. Which, by the way, your Miranda rights is nothing more.
Why do you think so many people appeal? Because they were never given their Miranda their Miranda rights, and then the judge always goes with, "Were they given their Miranda rights? No. Okay, then they're gone."
By the way, your Miranda rights is nothing more than your Bill of Rights in a summarization form.
Your money is on a piece of paper that literally costs half a cent to make. So don't fucking tell me about value of shit. Your Miranda rights have a value of so much shit because those are your human rights.
Well, the Miranda rights are nothing more than your Bill of Rights in the U.S. Constitution.
Your Miranda rights, your $20 bill costs like a penny to make, not even. So,
but what does that have to do with the Miranda rights?
I'm talking about value. The value is what people give it, and your Miranda rights is a lot because those are your fucking God-given rights as a human being.
Yeah, but that's what the Constitution tells you. That's like...
Yes, exactly. But that's how it has to be. What, do you make your own rules now?
No, the Miranda rights was a court case in the U.S. Supreme Court because the person that was arrested, I believe it was the U.S. versus Miranda.
That's how it all started. So why don't we tell you that the Greeks all started money, and the reason that taxes all came to be is because of the war. And the government just wanted to make more money to fund the war, but then they realized that that was a thing that we could make money on. And that, you know what, you want to talk to me about logistics, please?
Yeah. The
Miranda rights are really like... Here, watch this and then see. Watch it. I sent it to you. Oh, you sent me the legal. Well, that's not how it is, though, Brian, up here. Like, I can... JDS, shut the fuck up. I will seriously hurt you. Yeah, no, Brian, that's not how it is up here. Like, we are so much more civilized up here. I can guarantee. And it's prime minister, not president. JDS, I love you so much, man. JDS has been with us from the beginning. I'm like actually losing my voice.
It's because you don't have the right to not be arrested.
Exactly. And then the dude in the video is even like, am I free to go? He's like, no, you're not free to go. Like, it is something. It's like, you have the right to remain silent. Anything, and he even says that. He's like, I have the right to remain silent. He's like, anything I do or say can be held against me. And he's like, no. And then the cop actually literally says, no, you do not have the right to remain silent. The cop literally says that to him.
That, Brian, that is exactly...
That is so like a stupid thing to assume, though. I got to tell you, because someone exercising their rights does not necessarily mean that they're hiding something.
No, like, but you got to think about it from the cop's perspective.
No. Listen. But that means that the cop is looking for something to arrest him with.
That's because they've got quotas.
Yeah, exactly. So why would you assume that anybody who says anything to you that you don't agree with would be guilty of something?
Well, no, what I'm saying is look at it from
that's exactly what you're saying.
No, look at it from the cop's perspective. Probably 99.9% of all the people he pulls over that don't want to give out an ID.
Some old-ass white cop detaining some black dude who did nothing. And actually, I read the story afterwards. He was later He was completely released on nothing. He had no charges, nothing. He had no license. He had no warrants. His license wasn't suspended. Nothing. I looked up on this story, Brian. Nothing that he did was out of the ordinary. They just pulled him over just because he was in a nice car and he was black. That's it. And they broke his window, and now he has to pay for that himself. So, I mean, like, he didn't even run in. He wasn't resisting arrest at all. They weren't arresting him. When he was getting arrested, okay, Rev, watch the video. When he was getting arrested, they broke the window and he had his seatbelt on, and 5 of them were trying to pull him out of the car, and he had his seatbelt on. Like, his girlfriend was like, he's trying to get out, but he's got his seatbelt on. And they were on like oncoming traffic, like they're on a highway. He didn't resist arrest at all.
That's just a catch-all that they use. Oh, you didn't do what I did, you're resisting arrest.
Yep.
Like, well, what am I under arrest for? Resisting arrest. Like, well, how can I be resisting arrest when I'm not under arrest for something in the first place? Oh, you were resisting.
Well, listen, Rev, okay, please take like 5 minutes out of your fucking day and watch the video. It is ridiculous. Yeah, she did. She told him to, but was she driving? No. He was exercising his rights as he is completely welcome to, because he's an American citizen. And he was doing nothing wrong.
But that's the thing. If you're driving and you're on a motorized vehicle on a state road. No, but that's the thing. If you're in a motorized vehicle on a state road and a registered vehicle, you have to give up your ID when a cop asks you to. If you're walking down the street and a cop says, let me see your ID, no, you do not have to show them your ID. But while driving, that is part of the, quote, privilege that the state gives you by having a driver's license, is you have to present your driver's license when asked.
Well, what state is that, though?
Every state.
Well, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yes, that's
Not like that in Canada. In Canada, you have to tell me exactly why I'm being pulled over for me to even give you my license.
Well, no, they got to do that too.
Go.
They got to do that too in America. But what they do is they say,
oh
no,
my God.
no,
Are you fucking daft?
No,
watch
what they
the
say.
Watch the video, and then you can comment on it. Watch the video. I just sent it to you. All right, Dave, take it easy, bud. Love you, man.
Later.
It's okay. We're not black. We'll be fine. It's called white privilege. I hate this chair.
I'm just saying, I've watched. There's a guy on YouTube. His name is his YouTube channel is.
Oh my God!
It's Think Like a Cop, and he takes both sides, and he does like this.
Are you even watching or not?
I am watching it.
No, you're not, because you're talking.
No, I am.
How can you make a? Yeah, okay. How can you make a true statement if you're not watching the full video?
I am watching the video.
Okay, watch it then and shut up.
I already know what's going on in this cop's mind.
Yeah, because he's black.
No.
Yes.
No, because there's a refusal. I've heard this from many
Oh,
times.
really? Because if I tell a cop, I just want to I want to know why I'm being pulled over. Me and all my girlfriends want to know. He's not gonna bust my fucking window because of it.
I might.
No, I really don't think so.
Come to America. I've seen so many white people.
I've been pulled over in America.
I have too. I've never had my window bashed in, but
I've been pulled over in Chicago, so fuck off with that shit.
I've been pulled over many times. I've never had my window bashed in, but I've seen hundreds of videos of white people getting their windows bashed in.
Like, if you're not gonna watch the video, I'm leaving. Like, honestly.
I'm watching it right now.
Well, you're not listening.
Yeah, I am. The guy just keeps refusing.
Exactly, because that's his right. At least here it would be.
Not when driving.
Your system is so goddamn corrupt.
Well, that it is.
Yeah.
And
And then,
right there,
and then he radios to his buddies. He's like, we've got an incompliant male here. And as soon as his buddy shows up, he tries to play all hero and shit. Oh my God. This cop is like, I hope he was fired after this. He's such a piece of shit.
Did he just lose his gun? Did he drop his gun on the ground? That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Like, that's how stupid he is.
You could tell the escalation was going to happen the second he said, "You're going to jail." Because from that moment on, the cop cannot back down. He has to keep on escalating things.
And the dude in the car is not doing anything. Like, so literally, how can you side with that piece of shit cop? Either way, Brad.
I'm not siding with the cop. I'm just saying I understand where the cop's coming from.
Really? By breaking the dude's window?
He said, "You're under arrest." From that point on,
the dude wasn't resisting.
No, but that's the
He
law.
wasn't resisting. So then why damage his property if he wasn't resisting?
Because he wasn't getting out of the car, and the cop said, "You're under arrest."
He never asked him to get out of the car.
Well, when the cop said,
get out of the car.
When the cop said,
no, he actually never even opened the car. He broke the window.
Yeah, when the cop said,
them on him trying to pull him out while he had his seatbelt on. He said, the dude in the driver's side said, "I'm not resisting." And they all were like fucking flinging him.
Yeah, but also, how many times do you think that there's a guy that's actually...
Oh God, you are fucking impossible. Like, do you
understand trying to look at this.
How privileged you sound right now? It's fucking embarrassing.
I'm trying to look at this.
You are embarrassed.
You won't even let me fucking talk. I'm trying to look at this as fair and balanced as I can.
Okay. Tell me how fair and balanced it is for you then. Would if a cop came up to you and pulled you over for no reason, would they break your window while your seatbelt was on? Would 5 of them try to pull you out of the fucking vehicle while you weren't resisting?
Okay, well,
no is the right answer to that.
So, well, that's also because I would produce my driver's license when they asked me for my driver's license, because then
you don't obviously know your rights.
No, hang on. Like, you got to take it step by step. The guy didn't show his driver's license. Why? In his mind,
he doesn't know why he's being pulled over.
Hang on. In his mind, because
the guy was completely off scot-free. He owned the vehicle. He had no warrants. He had a perfectly up-to-date driver's license. He had a wife. He had like 2 or 3 kids at home. And I hope that police.
Yeah, but the cop does not know any of that stuff. Yeah, but the cop doesn't know any of that stuff when he pulls him over. He knows mystery person. I have no idea who this person is.
Well, no, listen. He asked him, he's like, "Are you a lawyer?" if the dude was like, yes, I'm a lawyer, then the cop would have been like, whoa, okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah, please just, this is why you're being pulled over. Yeah, if the guy was like, I'm a lawyer, yes.
Because in the history of everybody ever getting pulled over, nobody that wasn't a lawyer ever said, yes, I am a lawyer. I'm sure cops hear that 10 times a week or 10 times a day or something.
From
like
white people.
They probably hear it from every single kind of person. Are you a lawyer? Yes, I am.
You know what? You are so privileged. Like, it's insane. You don't even know. Like, all you fucking white people. Like, I mean, it's the exact same with everybody. Whatever. He's just trying to, like save the world. Like, whatever. Why didn't he not show his driver's license, Lisa? Because that's his right not to.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. He needs to be told at least exactly where I am. You need to be told why you're being pulled over, or there has to be probable cause to pull you over.
Well,
and
first off,
even at a check stop, I don't even at a check
there's
stop,
like a giant problem right there in the
show you my driver's license at all.
There's a giant problem in the argument right off the bat because this is Michigan, it's not Canada.
Well, the funniest thing is that why did he not just show his driver's license? Well, his driver's license was up to date. He had no warrants. His vehicle was registered under his name. His vehicle insurance was up to date. So why didn't he show his driver's license? Because he was exercising his rights.
But you, under U.S. law,
like Rev, you're white. Brian, you're white. Lisa, you're white. I'm white. So let's hear this from a black person's perspective. Why not that?
See, I don't look at it that way. The way I'm looking at it is, it is under
the way that you look at it is automatically looking at it like that.
No, I'm looking at it as the law. The law is,
oh my
when
God.
you get pulled over by emergency personnel, you are required to give your
listen! So some black guy literally
it doesn't matter what color he is.
Some black guy literally just gets randomly pulled over, like by himself, no, like nothing, in a nice car. You're gonna say, "Oh yeah, no, that's just like what they randomly do with white people too." No, they don't.
First off,
the only time white people get pulled over is with a speeding ticket.
Wait, first off, it was a Kia. Quit saying it was a nice vehicle. Like,
yeah, well, that's a nice vehicle.
But it doesn't matter if he's black or white. The law is you have to produce your license when law enforcement pulls you over in a vehicle.
So if you don't have your license, they break windows. Okay, that's great.
Yeah. When you resist, when you
for enforcing the law.
Yeah, he was resisting a lawful order, which is
an Ontario girl went to jail for not having her passport on her when she was going to school in Georgia.
But the law is if the cop gives you a lawful order, which the courts will deem, that's another thing. You have to look at it not of what you think is right or wrong. You have to think of it what in court sense.
Everything. And I hope he sues the fucking city for that.
He's not going to get a dime.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now.
He will probably. From that cop breaking his window? Oh, yeah. Because there are many ways to restrain somebody than breaking their window and being on a power trip as soon as your other buddies join the party. Many, many ways. Many ways. I mean, his window was down. You've got a taser. Why not taser him?
Wait, you went ahead and pulled this on me earlier, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn it right back around on you. Because if you think that's the way the world is, then you're living in the privileged world. Because that is not the real world. The cop will rip you out of your car if you refuse to show your ID. Yes, they will. I've seen it 1,000 times.
And I've never had one of them break my window.
I've never had a cop break my window either, but I've seen it happen 1,000 times. I've seen it happen 1,000 times in the last 4 years. It will happen.
You can sue the city. Yes, you can. Trust me, many people have done it and they have won millions. And the reason why they have done that is because this, actually it's called a settlement. They will win millions just on a settlement basis. That's why you never hear about it.
Usually they won't win a thing because they will say, did the cop violate policy? No, policy is you ask them for their ID. If they won't show you ID, then they're technically now they're in compliance of the law. So therefore they're under arrest. You have the right to get them under arrest. To get them under arrest, you're allowed to use any kind of force you want to pretty much to get them into custody.
No,
I don't like it, but that's the way the courts look at it. And so therefore, no policy was broken.
So then why did this guy get off scot-free?
Well, they probably saw a shitstorm coming their way.
Exactly.
What? I'm talking about the law. I'm not talking about what should have happened. I'm talking about the law.
Literally this specific case.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm only
so they let him off scot-free. They were like, "Shut up, and we'll let you go." What? So then, what you say has no merit, because they could have easily, as you say, impounded him and put him in jail, and like incarcerated him or whatever, and he would have nothing to say about it. But in fact, they let him free. They let him go, and that's it. So why would they do that if they were completely in the right?
Well, it's the whole thing of you can beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride kind of thing. Yeah, you never know. There might have been a senior officer that showed up on scene going, "What the fuck are you doing, man? Like, this guy like has no warrants, no nothing. Like, there's no reason for this to have happened." He could have overrid the whole thing and say, no, we're not charging this guy.
Hey, Mark, I get that police walk up to a vehicle and they don't know what will happen. They have to be on alert. And I understand that, but the dude was not in danger. Like, he had his wife in the passenger seat. He was, and I mean, he was like, "Oh yeah, no, like, I just want to know why I'm being pulled over." Like, right. I want to be. No, he was not. He was not convicted. He was let off of everything.
He says he also had a warrant.
Okay, and a warrant for unpaid traffic. Oh my God, he is a menace to society. An unpaid traffic ticket. Holy shit!
No, woo! Fucking bullshit. But I mean, that also.
My God, and unpaid. You wait, hold on, you guys. Are we gonna let those guys like near our children? And our dogs and our cats, like an unpaid traffic ticket. Holy
no. But if that's true, that's valid. Like, in the court's eye, that's validation for the cop to actually be saying, "I need to see your ID." But if he doesn't want to show his ID and it comes out later, he said warrants for unpaid traffic citations. That further makes that guy look worse.
Listen. Okay. All you Lindas, listen. That is like, I know you guys don't make the fucking rules, but like you guys have fucking sexual predators on the loose out down there, and you guys have illegal immigrants and stuff like that, and you guys are worried about people paying their traffic fucking tickets. Oh my God, you guys are more corrupt than I fucking thought. It's fucking pathetic.
It's very corrupt. That's
it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, but if he had a warrant for unpaid traffic citations, that goes to validate the cop. And I was asking him for his ID. Why wasn't he giving you his ID? The guy will say, because that's my right, which it's not, because you give that right up when you get a driver's license. But let's just assume that is his right. Well, the cop just makes him look, the cop looks even more right, because look, I asked him for his license. He didn't want to give it up. I thought there was something suspicious going on. Lo and behold, after I arrested him, he's got a warrant out for him. That's exactly how the cop's going to say it. He's probably not even going to say unpaid traffic citations. He's just going to say a warrant. That way it makes it sound bad. Even though it's just, I didn't pay a ticket because I parked too close to a fire hydrant or something stupid like that. That shouldn't even be like a real ticketable offense. But see, that's the thing. I'm not taking either side. I've watched enough of these videos. I've watched them for over a decade of cops beating the living crap out of white people, black people, Mexicans, Hispanic, you name it. Every single race. It's not a race thing. They do it to anybody that gives them shit. And that's my point. And not only that, but I watched that dude think like a cop. Rick, I can't remember his last name. Rick something. He was a California cop. He worked child trafficking. He worked auto theft. He worked drugs. He was a dog handler. He did all kind of stuff, and ended up having to leave his job because of a corrupt DA. But anyway, he puts out videos, and he puts out like this exact video Susie's talking about, and he would go through exactly what's going through in the mind of the cop, and he would go through exactly what's going on in the mind of the guy, and like just play off of each other. Like, this is what's going on in the cop's mind. Like, he is thinking we got a refusal, and like this guy's like he always says, this guy's a no person. Where to know people always need to be on the ground. That's what he always says. Makes sense. Like, if you're somebody that's like, nah, I ain't going back to jail. Well, you're a no person. I mean, it could be the same thing as, no, I'm not going to show you my ID. But that's the exact same mentality that cops will take it. Like, no, they will not, they're resisting my lawful orders, and their mind, it's a lawful order because they're the law. And because they do that, therefore, you deserve to be on the ground until they can figure out who you are if you won't show your ID or stuff like that. That's just the way it is. It's nothing against like the way I think it should be. It's just the way it is. And that's the way they do it. And once you know that, then you can maneuver around that a lot better rather than just say things like, I don't have to show you my ID. Like, if you're walking down the street, you don't have to show me your ID. There's no law, I believe, in the entire US, except for maybe one, maybe two states, that if you're walking down the street, you have to show ID. I know my state, you do not. If I'm walking down the street and a cop pulls over and says, hey man, let me see your ID, I do not legally have to show him my ID. He will make something up that I did.
Okay, so then
therefore,
what's
I'm
the
being
difference
detained, and I have to give him my ID by law.
Coda.
But technically speaking, I do not.
So that should be the exact same as fucking driving. Like, you shouldn't, unless they, like, when they pull you over, you should have a right to say, why are you pulling me over?
Well, they shouldn't even be able to pull you over in the first place, is the argument that I would take, because you have the right to free travel. The founders never thought of AR-15s. Well, the founders
But Brian, listen, yes, there are bad cops, but there's a lot more bad people. But they're always after the wrong people. Like,
those are the videos that we get to see. There's plenty of videos out there where they get the right guy.
But they're always after the wrong person. Like really. I mean,
yeah.
Yes. I mean,
well, they are human.
You just said that you don't agree with, I mean, literally how many people of color have been shot and killed who are completely innocent? How many white people are shot and killed that are innocent?
The last statistic that I saw, there was more white people that were shot with no reason than there were black people that were shot. Yeah. I could be wrong about that, but that was an FBI statistic.
No. Well, I don't think that that's right at all.
Well, let's look it up.
All right, do it. And Brian, just an FYI, white people are a minority now. So, at least here in Canada. Ow, fuck me, man. Hannah. Gonna invite Eric and Beth in here. Don't. Come on. Not in the US. Okay. So then what are we talking about here? Like, I mean, weren't you just talking about like the laws in the US and now you're not talking about the US? And I don't know.
I think he's commenting on that one statement that you said after that.
Oh, I see. Like
being
the
minorities.
like the minority. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna read through this whole damn transcript of a freaking James Coney thing that he said.
Oh my fucking god, I just like twisted my ankle there.
Oh, here's Snopes. They're always right. By the way, that's very facetious.
Yeah, I understand that. Must be facetious because oh Jesus. There's nothing up there.
Oh, here you go. Number of number of people shot to death by police in the United States from 2017 to 2019 by race. White, 457 and 339. I'm guessing that's years.
Wow, what? That made no sense at all. The way that you said it.
It's 2017, 2018, and 2019.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So we'll just go by year, I guess. 2017.
Okay, but listen, but this is what you know about. Okay.
Well, isn't this according to the FBI?
According to the FBI. Yeah, okay, they're gonna make you. All right, whatever. Believe me, you want to believe.
I don't know. This is from Statistica. But 2017, 457 white people were killed by the police. Black people, 223. Hispanic.
That is definitely a huge ass fucking lie, but whatever.
Other 44 and unknown 84. 2018, 399 white people. Get off of there. 209 black, 148 Hispanic, 36 other, 204 unknown. 2019, white 93, black 59, Hispanic 46, other 9.
Oh, you guys are so brainwashed. That's hilarious. Like, you guys will actually literally go by what they tell you. Like, it's just, oh my gosh.
This is by Statistica Research Department.
Oh, yeah, I never even heard of those people, so whatever.
Okay, we'll go to FBI.
Oh, fuck, I forgot that I have a... Oh,
speech.
Shit. Oh. Don't look at me like that. No! No. It's like so funny how you believe everything you guys read.
Look, even Snopes, the fucking liar that they are, they even said police kill more white Americans than black Americans.
Well, what's okay? Look at Canada's stats. Let's see.
Oh, and they say, this is according to Snopes, in absolute numbers, more white people than black people are killed in police shootings because white people outnumber black people. And then it says, what's false? Overall, black Americans are several times more likely to be killed in police shootings than white Americans are.
They are probably paid off by the government. Let's see on Canada. Let's see what the numbers are.
Oh, I don't trust Snopes whatsoever.
Well,
It's
let's
kinda
just
like
see
Bill
what
Nye. I
let's
don't
just
trust
like
Bill Nye, the science guy, for anything science related. That guy, not one bit.
Actually, his document, well, it's not a documentary about him. It's like a documentary about like just everything that he teaches, right?
You see him like with his stupid show where like they had like
Bill Nye, the science guy.
well, no, the
Yeah,
HBO whatever. The HBO one where like they were talking about how there's no difference between the sexes and stuff like that, and everybody's the same. Like,
yeah, well, that's online. So, and you're also reading something online. So let's see how many shootings in Canada, cop shootings. And then we'll see, and then let's see in like Sweden and London and stuff like that. Well, let's compare it to the American police shootings. Let's just see. Come on, Coda, you gotta stop this, man. What? Gosh. Okay. Okay. Come here. Ow. There literally is nothing there. This little nubbin is like wagging like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Ow! Little nubbin. Hey! What the fuck? You just. Oh my god. You're such a little bitch. Come on, get down. Off! Coda! Jesus fuck. Okay, so how many does that equal to? I'll look it up then. (2018), I guess. So 208, sorry, 200 is since 1975, a total of 284 police officers have died on the job. Of these, 101 were homicide victims, while 88 were killed in vehicle accidents. Okay, that doesn't really. Aircraft cat. Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm talking about how many.
litter mark.
See a mark.
Brian wants to know: are those auto crashes in Canada that cops died in? Are they on horse?
Okay, that's a fair point. Our estimated is between 15 and 25 a year per year of killings by police officers in all of Canada. 15 to 25.
Yeah, we have more than that in other.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and we have less. Well, I mean, you guys, well, what's your per capita against us? I mean, really. Like, we have like what, 35 million people? You guys have that in Los Angeles?
I think it's
in California.
all of California.
I had my mouth open on that one. Fucking guy. Okay, come on, off. Come on, off. Off. Fuck. Oh, that was. Come on, off. I'm trying to be realistic here, but I mean, so What is your average people killing police? I mean, sorry, people being killed by police than ours, and then I can make it into like an average thing. And these are fatal shootings, I might add.
Shot to death by police, yes.
Yeah, no, death by police. Sounds so ominous.
Well, it says shot to death by police.
Like,
So-
no, just say fatal shootings in America per annum, or like what per year. Coda, can you like please go get your toy? Fuck.
In 2017, it was 987.
Okay. Oops. So that's actually not for all of America,
Yeah,
the U.S.
in the U.S. 2017, shot to death by the police.
See, I'm looking at 2018.
I can do that one too, though.
Yeah. So, no. Population. Stop!
At 996, that's practically the same number almost.
Yeah.
That's 2018.
Okay, hold on. Oh, God. Yeah, go. 209. Okay, so so you have 291 million and we have 36 million. And ours is 15. What was your story? 900 and something?
996.
996. Okay. 291. I'm getting my calculator. 291. Okay, 0.29. Yeah, so they're both about like 0.2923. 0.29. Well, it said 291 million when I looked it up in 2018.
And it's almost census time again. That'll be happening next year.
Well, ours is happening in less than a month. Hell yes. If you're Canadian, vote for whoever you want to, just as long as it's not the Liberals.
I make the census people mad because the only questions you have to answer are like the first 3 questions.
Oh, I know. You've already told me this. You're really.
I only fill that out and mail it back in, and then the people keep coming back to my house asking me to like, where do you work? How much do you make? Like, what's your skin color? Like all this other stuff. Like that's not part of the census. The census is to get a count of how many people there are, so we know how to apportion how many congressional spots to a district. That's why it's there. It's not to find out where I work and what my phone number is and what color I am and all this other stuff. So I only fill out the very beginning of the census. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say not everyone registers for the census too, though. Like you have to take into consideration like little children and like people who just don't give a shit.
They don't count. It's only people over 18.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Because it's not a count on how many people are in America.
But what if you didn't send it in? But would your like census count if you didn't even send it in?
No, I sent it in. I only answered the first.
Oh, but I'm just saying, like, would it count if they didn't count if you didn't send it in?
I don't know. I send it in.
Oh my God, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking.
I
Okay,
don't.
If your neighbor didn't send it in, would it count?
I don't know. I don't know that much about the census. I just know
Okay.
what's required and what's not and why it's there. Because, you know, you don't have to say how many kids you have in your house. That's not why there's a census. The census is to how many voters do you have in this residence? Because
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay,
many-
so I see. So like with Canada, like that's, I mean, how can your country is like so much smaller than ours, but you guys have so much more people. You guys are like India. I mean, it's you
No,
just
it's warmer here. So people are
no,
like,
but listen, you guys have a smaller country, but more people. No, I'm not saying why would anyone want to live there. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying how can that, what are you eating? Okay. Be sustainable. I mean, we're the second largest country in the world.
by landmass.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
but
how can you guys have like 100 times more population than we do?
well,
And
where's all your population?
what?
Where's all your population? In the south of the country because it's so goddamn cold there.
Not all of us. There,
Most of the population.
there's plenty of population in the northern parts of our country. It's
What-
all the exact. It's like you. Okay, but you're thinking that like everybody up north like lives in igloos and stuff like that. No, it's like Alaska.
No, I'm saying where's the majority of your population? In the southern cities, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Quebec, Winnipeg, Vancouver, Calgary.
We have just over 1 million people in our city. Thank you very much. We are very like, I mean, and we're still over congested.
Yeah, but that's a third of your population right there.
A third of our population is 1 million people? No.
You said you had 30 million people.
Yeah, 1 million is not a third.
Well, 30.
Oh dear. Oh my goodness.
30.
Okay.
But am I wrong? Like, where are these giant cities that are like way up north by the North Pole and none of it in Northwest Territories? Because I don't see.
None of them live up there. They're smaller cities, but they still live there. Okay, please, Coda, can you stop it? Oh my God. Sorry, he just. Yeah, no, he just. No, I'm sorry. What were we talking about again? Oh, yeah. No. There are plenty of people who live like not in like, I mean, lots of people, trust me, Vancouver, Toronto are like the biggest ones, Calgary, lots of people live in there. But that's not all 34 million. I mean, I've lived in both of those cities, or I've lived in all those cities, and there's nowhere near that many people as, let's say, like Los Angeles. I mean, California by itself has more people than Canada does. That's kind of sad. That's just one state that's like literally the size of British Columbia.
It's not
I
sad.
mean, yes, it's cold as fuck here, but we deal with it, don't we?
It's not sad. And same thing with America. You
It
got like
is. It's so not like environmentally sound. Like, I mean, whatever. Like that. This is like a whole nother thing by itself, anyway. So I don't want to get into that either way. But
well, you were saying like people live in other places.
No.
Same thing with America. Like there's people everywhere in America. It's not like they just live in Las Vegas, LA, Tampa, you know, Miami, New
no,
York.
I understand that. Like,
There's
well, even Boston,
No.
only like 300,000 people live in Boston. It's mostly like the outskirts of Boston that they all live at.
Yeah,
Like,
we got a Mount Pleasant in every single state. And I guarantee almost every single state has a ton of people living in a Mount Pleasant. Because the Pennsylvania where I live, we had a Mount Pleasant. That thing was big. Like, it wasn't a city, but
Hey, what are you even arguing right now?
I'm not arguing anything. I'm countering your argument. I said that most people in Canada live towards the south, and you said no, they're all over the place.
No, I never said that they weren't all living mostly towards the south. I said yes, they're mostly living towards the south, but they're living everywhere also. Like Ontario, Quebec, like mostly like the eastern provinces are like they're all over the map. And that's not even, and like that's also just being like census wise. So even in the reserves, like I don't even think Boston. Okay, Lisa, Boston is not cold compared to here. It's in the minus 60s here. But hold on, can you please?
Boston also is a different kind of cold because they got they're a wet cold because they're right on the ocean. So they get that humidity with the cold, which
we have the humidity with the cold. Are you fucking kidding me? That's why I keep the thermometer in here. Like right by the window. It's like 70% humidity here all the time. Okay. Are you? Oh my God. Okay.
Well, you got lakes around.
I'm literally not going to argue with this anymore. Nobody knows what I go through every single fucking winter. Okay. When it's minus 62 degrees, you think it's a dry cold? No, it's not. Every single part of where I live is humid. Every winter, summer, spring, fall is humid.
Yeah, same with me. Same with my.
Okay, well, you're trying to say, oh my God, like where you live, it's like a dry fucking blah, blah, blah. Have you lived here in the winter? Have you gotten frostbites on the tips of your fingers that are from last winter that are still visible on the tips of your fingers? No. So, well then fuck you. I mean, I don't know. Like you just seem like you're talking, like.
No, I don't think you're listening.
You're right. I'm not listening to you anymore. Off. Don't do
what I'm
that.
saying is Boston is right on the ocean. The ocean never freezes. The lakes around you freeze in the wintertime. So they have constant humidity coming right at them.
We have constant humidity coming off the mountains.
It's probably not as much as off the ocean because the ocean is.
Really? Okay, so what is the coldest that Boston has ever been at with the humidity?
No, I've never been to Boston. I just know
well then why the fuck are you?
I know that they are on the ocean and that's where I live. When I moved here from Pennsylvania, literally I'm like,
you know what, Rev, listen to me. I dare you to come here on February 1st. When it's minus 62 degrees with a 85% humidity. I guarantee you will run home with your tail between your legs and be like, oh yeah, no, you're totally right.
I'm not trying to get into
all right.
Better than you.
Life, please, because I'm done with this. Like I'm done with this conversation. I really am. Like Hey! I'm done. I'm sorry. Fuck you, Brian. I hate you too. Don't ever talk to me again.
Wasn't supposed to be a this is better than that kind of conversation. I was just saying I understand where Boston would have a lot of humidity in their cold. When I moved from Pittsburgh, it was
okay. Hold on.
When I lived in Pittsburgh, it was a dry cold. When I moved here, it's a wet cold. I swear it's colder here than it is in Pittsburgh, even though it snowed in Pittsburgh. It doesn't snow here. Just completely different cold. That dry mountain cold, it's a lot easier to deal with than the wet, like ocean cold. But that's because I don't know. The wet cold goes right through you. Like the dry cold, as long as you have layers on, it seems to help. Like you just kind of repel it on the outside layers. The wet cold just seems to go right through you. You feel when the wind blows, you feel that like on your skin. Yeah, people used to do that in Pennsylvania. They'd be wearing shorts while it's snowing. I thought they were insane. But I've never seen anybody down here wearing shorts when it's snowing. Same here, Brian.
It doesn't snow here. It blizzards.
I hate when it gets anywhere close to 32 degrees.
All right, look, I'm going to sign off here
What is that?
because I just don't want to be on here anymore. I'm going to talk to you guys later.
You can stop being live if you want.
Well, that's what I asked you like 20 minutes ago, but you wouldn't.
I didn't hear you.
Actually, you know what? I would love it if you invited Brian on the after chat with us. I would love to fucking destroy him in person. Unless he doesn't want to.
There you go, Brian.
Well, click it if you want to. We're going off.
Alrighty. Later, yo.
See ya.